22-year-old Chris Hopkins is suing his former friend, 22-year-old Corey Ferris, for veterinary bills. Chris claims Corey got his dog drunk during a party.
Bird, what kind of cases do I hate?
You hate cases where people are drunk.
Yes!
But they look nice.
Well, they're at least dressed. They put on ties. They're neat drunks. But they're college students. Is that right?
That's right,
Yes.
Your Honor.
I have a couple of questions before I get into this dumb drunk case. What school do you go to?
University of Georgia.
And what year are you in?
I'm about to graduate in the fall.
You know what the tuition is?
I think it's about $3,000 a year.
Do you live on campus?
I do not live on campus. I live just off campus in a house.
And rent on the house for you, your share.
$650 a month.
Take your hands out of your pockets. How old are you?
I'm 22 years old.
Okay. Do you go to school full time?
I do.
Do you work?
I do.
What kind of work do you do?
I work for Miller Brewing Company.
And how much did you earn last year?
Approximately $7,000 last year.
Okay. So, pocket money.
Yes.
And who's footing the bill for this tuition?
My father.
Now, you, Mr. Ferris,
Yes.
you have about the same expenses, sir?
Maybe a little less, but pretty much. Except for I don't pay tuition, I have a scholarship.
Okay. Do you work?
I
it's not an answer.
didn't work, I just graduated in May.
Okay, so who supported you while you were going to college?
Well, mostly my dad.
Good. Now, according to your complaint, Mr. Hopkins, you were having a party at your house.
That's correct, Your
At
Honor.
your rental house.
No, it's owned.
By whom?
By me.
You own the house.
That's correct.
Where you live.
That's right.
Good. How did you save up enough money to buy this house?
My grandmother left me money, Your Honor.
So you took your grandmother's money.
That's
Let me
correct.
understand something. You took your
And I
grandmother's...
invested it.
Listen to me. You took your grandmother's money and you invested in a house.
That's right.
Where you charge rent to other people.
That's correct.
And you have parties where there's a lot of drinking.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, according to your complaint, Mr. Hopkins, you had one of those wild parties where everybody was drinking, and you have a dog.
Right.
And it is your complaint that Mr. Ferris fed your dog alcohol, as a result of which your dog got sick. And in addition, after your dog got sick, and because Mr. Ferris and others had thrown their glass beer bottles in the yard, there was broken glass, and your dog also got glass in his paw, and you had a vet bill of almost $1,000 between the dog being inebriated and the paw that had to be cleaned up and stitched.
Almost perfectly correct.
It's close enough for your purposes, sir. Now, the first thing that you said that's irritating me is that your father spends a lot of money for school for you, and this drunk business always struck me as being stupid, even when my own children were involved in it when they were in college. I always resented paying for a 4-year party. But what really irritates me about you, Mr. Hopkins, is that I'm sure that your grandmother was somebody who saved her money and was very careful with her money.
Yes, Your Honor.
And when she left you that money, I'm sure what she wanted you to do was to be careful, cautious, and respectful of this little legacy that she left you. And you bought a house and proceeded to throw parties and probably trash it.
That's not correct, Your Honor.
Well, how many college kids live in your house, sir?
2. Myself and one other.
And how many parties did he have last year, Mr. Ferris, at his house?
Countless.
Countless. Got it. So that's my problem with you.
We have very clean parties, Your Honor.
What?
We have very clean parties, Your Honor. We're responsible.
Mr. Hopkins, don't play with me.
I'm not playing with you.
Good. If you're not playing with me, then don't talk to me unless I'm talking to you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now we'll get to you, Mr. Ferris, because you acknowledge in your answer, ply the dog with alcohol. You're going to tell me why, because Bert is really interested to know why you would give a dog alcohol.
Well, I didn't give it to him at first. I was drinking it out of one of those Dixie cups and was sitting on the floor next to my chair. And the dog came up and started drinking it himself. So I figured, you know, this dog is clearly an alcoholic. So I fed him maybe 10 ounces of beer.
Okay.
Could not have gotten him drunk. It was
Listen to me,
very
Mr.
small,
Ferris.
man.
Put your hand down. I didn't ask you anything. Mr. Ferris, your defense, as far as I can understand it, sir, is that you gave the dog alcohol, but not more than, according to your answer, 12 ounces of alcohol, which could not have made this dog drunk. Being a veterinarian, I don't think you can make that judgment. But your defense really is that there were other people also giving the dog alcohol, so if the dog got sick, it was a cumulative effect, therefore you should not be responsible. That is your defense, is that right?
Not only that, but I don't see why I should be responsible, period, because, especially for the dog cutting his foot, I don't see how that has anything to do with me.
I'm talking to you about alcohol, sir.
All right.
And I have other important cases to do today other than drunk cases, which I don't like to begin with. So I'm going to give you a quick analogy. Let's say on a Saturday night late, you're walking in the street and you're walking alone, and a group of 3 thugs come up and surround you and demand your wallet. The 3 of them then take out knives and start to stab you, and you are critically injured. The police catch one of them. The other 2 get away. Put your hand down. If the perpetrator said, I wasn't the only one to stab him, and therefore you can't charge me with stabbing him critically because there were 2 other people involved. Do you know what the justice system says to you?
What if the guy testified against the other 2 and they gave him a lesser...
Listen to me. Don't change my fact pattern, sir.
All right.
This is my party. This is my playpen. The fact that you were dumb enough to feed this dog alcohol, causing the dog to get sick, makes you totally and completely responsible. And if there were other morons like you at the party, sue them. You're free to do that. You're even free to bring those people before me, sir.
Okay.
I can deal with them. As far as you're concerned, you're the donkey, and the tail is on you. You fed him alcohol. You're responsible. Now, what were your medical bills?
$967.
Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $967. Do me a favor, no more drunk cases today.
Mitchell Carson is suing the mother of his child, Michelle Harris, and her husband, Todd Harris, for the return of attorney fees for a failed adoption.
Mr. Carson, you and Mrs. Harris have a child together. How
Correct,
old is
ma'am.
that child?
He's 8 years old, ma'am.
Did you ever live with him?
No.
This is your claim. The mother of your child, Miss Harris, is married to Mr. Harris. They've been married for how long?
3 years, Your Honor.
Do you have any children other than this child?
Yes, 2.
Your former girlfriend, you weren't married,
No.
is that right? And you spoke about the possibility of her husband adopting your son. And you thought about it for a while. Ultimately, you agreed that that might be a good idea. And you went ahead and hired a lawyer.
She hired the lawyer. She said she has to petition the lawyer.
You paid for the lawyer?
I did, because they said that they couldn't afford it.
She subsequently changed her mind.
Correct.
About the adoption, and you want that money back.
Correct.
Why did you change your mind about the adoption?
We never did change our mind, Your Honor. We simply moved out of the area. I had been searching for work for a good 4 years and couldn't find anything but maybe temp work or part-time. We couldn't afford to take care of our children, so we started looking elsewhere for work, and Oregon had a great rate of employment, higher wages, lower cost of living, so we decided to move there and then pursue the adoption when we got settled.
Mr. Carson, when was the last time you saw your son?
I believe it was about 3 years ago.
Why?
We just had such a lack of communication together, and she lived about 100 miles away, and it just made it real difficult for us to communicate together. And that was probably a lot of my fault, because I should have remained involved. Okay. But that's why we were, the end result was the adoption.
Mr. Carson, when was the last time you supported your son?
I pay child support every month.
How much do you pay?
I pay $400 a month.
Is he up to date in his child support?
I think he's a little bit behind, but not much.
I believe him when he says he pays child support. So you're not able to use this lawyer?
Correct. What it ended up happening was I paid for the attorney, and then they sent me some documents, which I signed. It was just simple, one form that I had to sign to my release of interest, or whatever you'd like to call it.
Termination of parental rights.
Correct. And then it was on her. And about 6 months later or so, I contacted her attorney, and her attorney had said at that point she hadn't spoken with her, had no contact with her at all, and actually at that moment said, you know, I don't even think she's going to do this. Which is fine. I don't. If she doesn't want to do the adoption, I mean, I'm completely capable and okay with paying child support, you know, till he's 18 years old. But when she came to me with the idea of doing the adoption, and I agreed to it, I thought in good faith, when she said they couldn't afford it, that I paid for it, that they would go through with it. And then I called her and asked her why she wasn't doing it. It was at that point that she said it was because, you know, financially they couldn't do it.
So they needed your child support to help support the household?
Sure. Correct. And also at that point, I had contacted Michelle to find out what was going on, and then she told me she was moving. According to our document, she has to give me 30 days written notice of moving. I had no idea she was going to move until I contacted her to ask her what was happening.
Well, that may be written into your contract. However, since you haven't seen your son in 3 years, it really doesn't make much difference. Mr. Harris, are you working now?
No, not at the present time.
Are you working now?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
For whom?
I work for a company that deals with clinical technology services for
How much
a
do you
hospital.
earn?
$15.25 an hour, and I support all 5 of us.
No, you don't support all 5 of you. He helps support all. When was the last time your husband worked full-time? And where?
I would say it was for a landscaping company in Olympia, and it was a year and a half, 2 years ago.
We're not sure of the exact date.
Well, she says it's a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Well, that's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Why is that ridiculous?
It's ridiculous not to work when you have 2 children. When did you move?
We moved in March of '06.
So you moved from, just a minute, so you moved from one place where he can't get a job for a year to another place, and now he's still not working.
No,
Doesn't that
that's
clue?
not exactly correct. I worked for a company in Portland as a steam cleaner. I did that for 2.5 months. I also worked doing mill shutdowns for a temporary job. It's not like I haven't worked.
So I'm glad you're working. I'm glad everything is wonderful with you. The strong probability exists that they're not going to let you off the hook so fast.
Ma'am, can I add something, please?
Yeah.
The reason why they told me why he's having a hard time finding work and why they couldn't do the adoption is because when they moved to Portland, Michelle told me that he had a warrant out for his arrest. She told me that's what kept us from going into court. Her attorney told me that when they moved to
Just
Portland...
a second. Well, that's very easy to
Am I in
figure
jail?
out. Shh. Turn around. What was the warrant for, Miss Harris? I didn't speak to you. I didn't speak to you. I said, what was the warrant for, Mrs. Harris?
His warrant was for parole violation from 1996.
When did you know about his parole violation?
We didn't know about it until we moved to Oregon. However, we discussed past legal issues with the attorney, and she said that that shouldn't make a difference. Also, just to clarify, we had no agreement with him to pay him back.
Well, but no, just a second. But you had an agreement to pursue the adoption.
Correct.
That's your agreement.
I didn't.
And
You wanted my
no,
son.
just Mr. Carson. Shh, Mr. Carson.
Sorry, ma'am.
I'm just saying, Your Honor, at no time had I talked to Mitch about the adoption.
Then you can sit down. Because you're not working anyway. She's working. She'll pay. Sit down. Sit down. You had an agreement with him that in exchange for giving up his parental rights, your husband would assume the parental responsibility, which includes support. And what happened was it became very secondary in your mind with all the other trouble that you have. You have now 3 children in your house. You're working at $15 an hour. Not great. But you can't do that. If he's giving you the money to pay for the lawyer, which he did, because you agreed to pursue this matter and then change your mind, in my mind, you've breached an agreement with him.
We never made an agreement to...
Just a second. That's why you're here.
We never said we wouldn't do the adoption, Your Honor. Circumstances
Then when you... Listen to me. When you move back to the jurisdiction where he can use the lawyer that he paid for, you could sue him for the money. Right now, you're going to pay for the lawyer. How much was it?
The total amount that we ended up paying the attorney was $1,062, ma'am.
We weren't living off of his child support. We honestly wanted to do the adoption.
Well,
and
listen to me, Miss Harris. You've been married once?
Twice. This is my 2nd marriage.
You weren't married to him so that you had, I would consider, 3 relationships. 2 marriages, 1 relationship. Is that fair? You have 3 children?
Yes.
How old are you?
I am 34.
The likelihood of this man celebrating your 25th wedding anniversary is 0. So that, as far as I'm concerned, it would be very unwise for him to adopt this child. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $1,062.
Thank you, Your Honor.
all.
David and Janelle Rennie claim Janelle's son, Keith Harvey, owes for car payments, insurance payments, parking tickets, and a loan for rent.
Mrs. Rennie, this is your son and your stepson, sir. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Rennie, it is your claim that Mr. Harvey owes you and your wife money for a series of loans that you made to him. And in addition, he owes you money for taking care of his 11-year-old son, who he left with you when he moved out.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Harvey says that you volunteered to take care of his son and that this money that both you and his mother gave him were gifts. That's your defense. And you're sticking to it.
Yes, Your Honor.
How old are you?
32.
How many children do you have?
3.
How many live with you?
2.
How old are they?
5 and 3 months.
Is the mother of the 2 children also living with you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you separated from her for a period of time?
Yes, Your Honor.
For how long?
Well, it's 5, 6 months.
And how much after you got back together again did she become pregnant?
How much long?
Immediately.
You moved
Yes.
back together when?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, what? I know that you moved back together. When is the question?
Trying to think.
You were living with your mother and a husband, with your 11-year-old son. Where's his mother?
She lives in Jacksonville, Florida.
Anything wrong with her?
No, Your Honor.
Do you have legal custody of him?
No, Your Honor.
Who does?
She does.
Well, why was he living with you? These are not hard questions, sir. You should be able to give me a quick answer.
She's a deadbeat mother.
Well, deadbeat mother means she doesn't pay any support. That's
She doesn't
different.
pay any support.
If she has legal custody, she's supposed to have him with her.
Yes, Your Honor.
But he wasn't with his mother, he was with you. My question was why?
Because his mother's home got burglarized, and I felt it was unsafe for him to live there.
So when did you take him?
I can't think exact the timing.
What year?
It was 2006.
Does she have other children?
Yes, she does.
Did she ask you to come and take him?
Well, I felt it was best in his interest.
I didn't ask you what you felt. I asked if his mother, who was his custodian, asked you to come and take him. Is that
Yes,
right?
she did. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if he's not thinking right.
She demanded someone come get him.
In what month in 2006 did...
It was actually 2005. It was September.
And he came and brought his son to you?
In the beginning, his son lived with my daughter, his sister, and then in January 2006, he brought him into the home with us because my daughter could no longer take care of him.
Is he a problem?
He isn't with us, but he's very argumentative, and I think it's just the way he's been, you know, from going back and forth. And his mother is not a very good mother. She never gave him a lot of attention and stuff, so he can be difficult.
Well, when you have two non-parents, it's hard to grow up yourself.
That's exactly right.
I'm just curious, Mr. Harvey. Well, you don't know dates. Your mother will tell me. When did he move out of your house?
He actually physically moved out of our house in February '06.
Leaving his son with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Is he still there?
He's still there.
How's he doing?
He's doing great.
Why don't you just keep him there?
I think that's what we're going to do.
Have you gone to court for custody?
Yes, ma'am. We have temporary guardianship and custody right now until the juvenile district makes it permanent. And that can be any time now.
Who pays support for him?
No one at this time.
Not him?
His father was paying support up until July of '06, which automatically comes out of his paycheck and goes through the court system, and the mother was receiving it, and she was keeping it. She was not giving it to us for the child. I have an appointment through child support recovery. We've already did one appointment. They're going in front of the judge, actually.
You are?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you should get that money retroactively.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So why don't I have to deal with that? Look at how this is nice. It's going to be coming out of his pay retroactively to the day he stopped paying child support.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, perfect. So now we can move on to the other loans. Now, tell me about the other money, Mr. Rennie.
Good morning, ma'am. We financed a vehicle for him. When he went to jail in 2004...
What did he go to jail for?
Domestic violence charge.
Against whom?
The girlfriend he's living with currently. The vehicle was refinanced at that time. The payments went on. He was making the payments. The June payment was not made. The June payment came out of my son's 13-year-old savings account because our bank takes it from where there's money. July's payment, he made half of. And he came to us in July and said, I'm going to be getting my own place in August. So we said, you know, contingent, you were supposed to come take your son in August to come live with you. School starts and he can be in the house and all that good stuff. August came, and I went to bring him there, and he refused him. He told his son, I can't take you, I can't afford you right now, so rather than make a stink, we just
That's what you told your son?
I didn't refuse him. I told them that the timing wasn't right at the time, and as soon as I get on my feet, he'll be living with me. I was just trying to get ahead, Your Honor.
You don't get ahead by making another baby. You got enough babies. You had enough babies before you had this one. How many car payments did you make for him?
We made June's, the other half of July's, and August and September.
What arrangements did you make with him to repay you?
He'd been paying it all up until that point.
I understand that, sir. But once you pay, unless you have a contract with him to repay you, that's a gift. What about the car payments, sir? Why didn't you make the car payments? Too busy making a baby?
No, Your Honor.
Well, what were you busy doing, sir, instead of making your car payments? You were using the car, weren't you?
I've given my mom tax money out of my taxes, which I think should clear up that debt.
When?
It was in a period of 2 years.
When, I said?
In 2004, 2005.
Listen to me. Money out of your taxes 3 years ago, I'm not interested in. I'm interested in car payments that they made for you in 2006, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
Why didn't you make your own car payments?
I got behind on it.
What were you doing with the money? What was your girlfriend doing? Nothing. Okay. What else, Mr. Rennie?
Car insurance from February to August of 06 was not paid, in total about $600.
Well, why did you pay for the insurance? Why didn't you just cancel the insurance, put a boot on the car?
The insurance was on our policy, and we were just trying to help him.
I understand that, but he didn't pay it. So why didn't you just go repossess the car?
We figured having a car was necessary to have a job to take care of the children. We tried to help every step of the way.
I understand that. That's a gift, not a loan.
Well, we had to improve his policy on the car because he's a courier. So we had to add extra stuff. So he came to us.
And said what?
And said, Mom, David, I need you to add these extra coverages so that I'm covered under my job. And I will pay the insurance.
But he didn't.
But he didn't.
So why did you continue to pay it?
Well, we canceled that in August.
In August.
August.
Good.
So for July and August, we added more coverage.
Okay, and how much was the additional coverage for July and August?
It was an extra $40 a month.
What else?
In September of 06, my wife received a call from the police department. The vehicle was downtown.
Shh. You had the discussion with the police?
Yes, ma'am.
As a result of that discussion, what did you do?
His girlfriend was driving the truck. She had gotten numerous amount of parking tickets, which we didn't know, and they had put a boot on the automobile.
Sounds perfect to me.
So I had to meet the police officers downtown to keep the car from being towed into the lot and having to pay extra storage fees and stuff. Had to pay the tickets and got the truck released back to us.
So where's the truck now?
We have it.
Perfect. So you have it. You have another car?
Yes, Your Honor.
From where did you get another car?
Honda,
When?
3 months ago.
Where'd you get the money from? Why are you looking at me like I'm speaking some sort of foreign tongue?
I didn't need any money down. My sister helped me out, and she co-signed for the car.
Your sister.
Yes, Your Honor.
That your daughter?
Yes, ma'am. We tried to talk to her. We told her, you know, we still have the payments from the truck that we financed. It's $320 a month car payment. We still have to make that payment.
What else?
The tickets totaled $412. And in August, my wife loaned him money for his first month's rent of $980.
Why did you do that?
I don't know why I did it. He calls me, makes me feel bad. So I met him and I helped him.
I assume by now you've learned your lesson.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you tell your mother you would pay her back the rent money?
No, Your Honor.
You didn't. What did you tell her?
She told me she'd help me out at the time.
Were you working?
Yes, Your Honor. Courier service.
And how much were you earning?
Roughly $700 a week.
And your girlfriend?
She doesn't work right now
Why not?
because my son's only 3 months old.
Well, when you're not working and you're home, you take care of your son, let your girlfriend go out to work.
That's what we're trying to do.
That's not a try. That's what you have to do. Time you grew up, sir, you made 3 children in your life. 3. That makes you a big boy. Act like a big boy. Don't act like an idiot. And I don't know if you're doing a stupid act with me or if this is really the way you are. I'm not sure. But I know that you owe your mother and your stepfather $1,472. That's all. Step out.
Linda Banks is suing her neighbor, Herbert Robertson, for accidentally shooting out her windows with a BB gun. Herbert claims he's a better shot than that.
Miss Banks, Mr. Robertson is your neighbor, and it is your claim that he shot out some windows in your home with a BB gun.
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Robertson, while he acknowledges the fact that he was shooting his BB gun, said that A, it's impossible for the gun to have pierced the windows of your house because it would have to go through a bunch of trees, and B, it would be impossible anyway because he's a very good shot. And he was shooting at squirrels, and he knows that because he's such a good shot, he would not have missed and damaged your property. Those are your 2 defenses. Is that right, sir?
Pretty much.
Tell me where I'm wrong. I like to know where I'm wrong.
Well, yeah, I might miss on occasion.
Oh.
But, like I said, we're in front of the big tree, so...
Okay. Miss Banks, have you had any trouble with Mr. Robertson before?
Yes, I have.
With what?
About 5 years ago.
Stop playing with that, please. It's distracting me, and at my age, nothing should distract me when I'm trying to work. Yes.
Approximately 5 years ago, Your Honor, he installed a pool improperly in his backyard, and that pool ruptured, and the water came down my backyard because he lives here and I live here, and approximately 19,000 gallons of water came into my basement, And what I did was I asked him to come over to survey the damage. He did, and his comment was that it wasn't that bad. But because we're neighbors and I tried to handle it civilly, I settled with his insurance company for $1,200, and there was a lot more damage than that, let alone the time. And I asked him to just help me clean it up, and he refused to do that. This time, when I discovered the damage, I said I wasn't going to let it go.
Since the incident 5 years ago, I assume that the relationship between the two of you has been strained.
Yes.
What date were you shooting at squirrels, Mr. Robertson, when Miss Banks came over and told you had damaged her windows?
Oh, she never did.
Who did?
I did.
This guy. I mean, I was out in the backyard one day, and he hollers at me and says, you know, you shot my garage window. I said, well, I don't know if I did, but if I did, I'll replace it. He says, don't worry about it. I just wanted you to know about it. And so ever since then, we quit shooting the BB guns.
Well, when was this, sir, that you told him he shot out the window?
It was the third week of July. His son was out shooting and actually shot over top of my head.
How old is your son?
16.
Don't you know that you could hurt somebody with a BB gun?
If you hit somebody, it'd probably sting.
Well, if you hit him in the eye, it could blind him.
Probably could.
If you hit him in the ear, it could make him go deaf.
Probably could.
So why do you do it?
I didn't.
No, why do you let your son play with a BB gun?
Well, you know, I imagine there's probably 40, 50 kids in that neighborhood got BB guns.
I don't give a rat's behind about 40 or 50 kids. I'm asking you, why do you let your son shoot a BB gun?
Because I don't see anything wrong with it. It's my yard. If he wants to shoot a pop can or something in the backyard, you know, that's no problem. You know, this guy's saying he got one shot over his head. I doubt it. How would you know?
Because you can hear it coming through the...
You can't hear a BB.
Mr. Robertson.
Yeah, it's like, when I say something?
Yes.
I mean, it's like we're talking about the swimming pool. You know, 19,000 gallons of water didn't go in her basement. You know, I did go and survey the damage. It didn't look that bad.
Went into her basement?
My insurance company took it.
When I'm speaking, you see, you may be able... Is this your wife?
Yeah.
You may be able to interrupt her. Don't interrupt me.
No, I was speaking.
No. But when I start to speak, Mr. Robertson, you have to stop. That's the way we play here in my playpen.
That's fine.
Good. Can I see the damage to your house, please?
Yes, ma'am. I have police reports as well, if you would like to see those.
I would.
And then also I've included estimates.
Good. How many windows?
3 windows, and then the truck windshield.
Well, either you or your son have lousy aim, sir.
Would you mind asking this man if he did agree, you know, that I told him I'd take care of the window, and he said, don't worry about it. I just wanted you to be aware of it. Because after that date, we never shot anymore.
When you first...
Shh, don't answer him.
It's like rock damage to me. No BB did that.
Yes.
Judge Judy, I would like to add, originally, the first incident he did offer to pay. The second incident was August the 11th, the date of the police report.
And on the second incident, how many windows were shot out?
That's when we discovered the damage of the second additional, the bedroom window, and then the truck window.
Got it. Still have the BB gun, Mr. Robertson?
Yeah.
Still let your son use it?
Like I said, nobody shot it since he said I shot his garage window out.
Well, you don't know that, sir. You do work, don't you? You do
No,
work.
I don't.
You don't work?
No.
Why not?
I'm disabled.
What's the nature of your disability?
Back. I've
have a
had
bad
5 back
back.
surgeries.
Really? How can you shoot a BB gun with a bad back?
A BB gun?
Yeah, how can you pick up a BB gun?
Well, how much do you think it weighs?
It's kind of hard to shoot. Well, incapacitating. It seems to be if you can do this, you can sit at a desk and answer a phone.
Well, I'm just saying, I offered to pay for it. He said, don't worry about it. And that was the end of the shooting.
He doesn't want you to, no, listen to me. He doesn't want you to worry about it. He wants you to pay for it. There's a difference.
I offered to pay for it.
Good.
Ask my wife.
Oh, I won't. She has to go home with you.
Well,
she has
you
my
done made your
sincere
mind up.
condolences.
And like I said, you know, I thought you were innocent until you're proven guilty.
That's what we just did.
No, you didn't.
Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $1,200. Thank you. That's all.
It don't matter.
Beverly Roscoe claims her husband's ex-wife, Deborah Roscoe, harasses her constantly. Deborah is accusing Beverly of harassing her.
Mrs. Roscoe, the defendant is your husband's former wife. This is your husband, I assume?
Yes.
And these are your 2 stepsons?
Yes.
Your 2 sons?
Right.
And your 2 sons?
Right.
When were you divorced?
92.
And for how long did the boys live with their father?
They never have.
Never.
Until one of them was kidnapped.
My question to you is, during what times did the boys live with their father?
The youngest one has never lived with him. The oldest one went there for a Thanksgiving vacation and never came back.
What year?
98.
Who's the older? You went to live with your father in when, sir?
2006.
So you lived there for 8 years?
Yes.
Did you see your brother
No.
while you lived there?
No.
It is your claim, Miss Roscoe, that your husband's former wife, the first Mrs. Roscoe, I assume the first...
She's the second.
The second Mrs. Roscoe. You are the third Mrs. Roscoe.
I'm the fourth.
You are the fourth Mrs. Roscoe.
Yes.
He's got something...
You're the fifth.
Well,
elusive, but he has something.
No.
Has been harassing you.
Right. I need to clarify.
Go ahead.
What they said. First of all, Sean did not live with Bob until 2006 because he moved into my house in 2004 because he had nowhere else to go.
Is that right? You were with your stepmother?
No, I stayed with friends mainly because of I
didn't ask you for any other reason. Your complaint is that she harasses you.
Yes.
You want her to stop. She says
Right.
she doesn't harass you, you harass her. You want to know who's harassed?
The kids.
Me.
Oh. That's true.
So, Mrs. Roscoe, the fourth Mrs. Roscoe, that would be you.
Yes.
You have 5 minutes to tell me how she's harassing you
Okay.
legally.
All right, it started in 2004 when Sean moved into my house. Bob did not live there. Sean did. He had nowhere else to go, so I let him stay with me. She found out how old I was, and it started from that point on. I have always been mistress, lot lizard, what else? All
Don't
kinds of
ask
stuff.
her.
Okay. I have emails. I have certified letters. She sent the same letter 3 times, 2 by certified mail, 1 regular mail, after she paid to get our address. This is the certified letter that she sent, and I have the email where she stated she would pay $50 to get our address again after she had contacted my ex-husband and his family members through Christmas and New Year's every year for 2 years.
I'm not interested in your ex-husband and his family. You're suing her.
Right, but she's trying to get our address. They don't
Listen
give
to
it,
me.
so she buys it. So
She
she
got your
sent the
address.
email she would pay
She
for
got
it.
your address. So
Right, but
let's go.
for
What
what
is the other harassment? Let's go.
Well,
go. You had 5 minutes
okay.
of moving.
All right, I'm trying. She says that the kids are not allowed to talk to their dad yet. They have an address, they have email addresses, and a phone number where they can contact him.
I haven't heard anything yet, madam, that amounts to legal harassment.
Okay.
Keep going.
Threatening to have my kids taken away from me. I live in
Just a
every
second.
day.
Just a second. Show me where she threatened to have your children
Okay.
taken away from you.
All right. In here, you'll see several references to where she's talked to my in-laws, my ex-in-laws, and she's surprised that they allow me to keep the kids there. She has made contact with them and tried to...
So what? Who cares?
I mean, there's no reason for her to bring me into her and Bob's business. Those are their kids. It was to support...
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, Miss Roscoe. There's no reason for her to get involved with you and your children and your former in-laws or anybody else. That's not legally actionable. It's just bad behavior. I'm waiting for something legally actionable. Like somebody calling you 150 times a day.
Well, we've had...
Like somebody... Shh. Like somebody posting things about you on the internet, defamatory statements. Like somebody parking themselves outside your home with a constant surveillance of your home and police reports to follow that up.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying to
Yes,
you?
I
So
do.
far, I see annoying. So far, I don't see legal.
Okay, here's where she states about my kids, give it time, I may not have them at all. This has been going on for years.
Miss Roscoe, just because you say it's been going on for years doesn't mean it's been going on for years.
Okay, well, I've highlighted the majority of the parts. Right here, teach your children well for as long as you have them. It's not so much...
Just a second.
Okay.
Have you ever told the truth? You lie almost as well as your boyfriend. You can't beat
That's
him.
her
He's the
comment.
best. But you come to a close second. Who wrote that?
That's her.
And then teach your children well for as long as you have them. Well, that's a good idea. Teach your children well for as long as you have them, because you won't have them forever. You could have gotten rid of me by having my son call, but that would have been too easy.
Her son was 21 years old and had known her number for years. He did not even live in my house. He lived with his girlfriend where he had a restraining order put on him.
Do you answer these messages?
I used to. I deleted that name so she wouldn't have it anymore.
So you answered her.
Sometimes, yeah, when I took all I could take. Yeah.
All
And
right,
I
so
called the
good.
police.
Okay.
And
Keep going. Your 5 minutes are almost
okay.
up.
Every time Bob would send her an email about the interest on the child support that she got or anything, she would answer it to me.
So what?
Well, she has a history of harassing him and being mean and violent. This is a letter
Did
from
you
her
ever
own.
file a police report?
I tried.
What do you mean you tried? What does that mean, you tried?
Because they said it would be civil. They could not do anything criminally unless I could prove something civilly. So that's why.
No, that's not true. That's a lot of baloney. They could not do something criminally unless you could prove something civilly? It's ridiculous. All right, let's hear about her harassment of you.
Okay. That would probably be the better way to start.
Go ahead.
It began between 99 and 2000. She started contacting my youngest son in Washington over the internet, and when I finally seen Beverly Joe 99 come popping up a lot of times, I finally asked my son, I says, who is this Beverly Joe? Well, that's Dad's girlfriend. And I said, no, it can't be Dad's girlfriend, because all that's Dad's girlfriend. What's she want? She wants me to go to the airport, and she'll send me a ticket, and I can go to Ohio. I said, oh, no, you're not going to Ohio. I said, I lost one son that went there for a Thanksgiving and was refused to be sent home. I said, you're not going. She continued to write, and he got to the point where he got belligerent with her. So then all of a sudden, she wasn't nice to him no more. He was going to be put into the mental institute, and that started things.
You complain that she's harassed you. You have 5 minutes to tell me how.
I have blocked her from her name from my addresses, my emails, my IMs. She now goes under my ex-husband's IMs. She posted my social security number over the internet January 29th of 2006.
Why did you do that?
During those messages that you have right there, the way she was carrying on about how she was going to come and sit in my driveway and how she was going to stay at my ex-in-laws and stuff until she could get to me the next day and stuff. Yes, I did, just to shut her up, and it worked.
So you posted her social security number?
I called the cops. They wouldn't do anything about it. So and it wasn't
You deserve
posted.
each other.
It wasn't
You
posted.
absolutely deserve each other. Listen to me. Sounds to me like you two women deserve each other.
No, she just needs to leave my sons and I alone.
Listen to me. Madam, you have choices in this life. If what you're going to do is make a mission out of making each other's lives miserable, because somebody's got to start the text message and somebody's got to finish it. Right now, there is absolutely no reason to have any contact with each other. You have grown children. If they want to see their father, they will contact him. If they want to speak to him, they will contact you. They're big boys. So these two women have absolutely no reason to have any contact with each other. Is that right?
That's true.
Right.
Ma'am, I've got some more
Listen
evidence.
to me. Well, get to it, because now you have 2 minutes.
I've got some recordings I'd like you to listen to.
I am absolutely going to listen to recordings if you have them.
How did you work this? These are just a couple of the messages that come over my telephone.
You know my name. You ain't called me back within 5 minutes. I'm going to go find your little boy. And by the time I'm done with him, he will need you. But he won't be leaving Ohio for a while because he'll be in the hospital.
That was him.
That was
Yes, ma'am, that was me. Yes.
Calm down.
I would like to think that you're grown up enough to want to get some sort of help for your son, who you have no idea what has become in 7 years. As a matter of fact, it was he who pushed me, and I refused to have the cops take him. Nobody called the cops on him. He walked out in front of a cop car and almost got hit, and they were going to arrest him for the way he was yelling and carrying on, and I told them just to let him get his stuff and leave. Now, if you think you can grow up and act like a 50-year-old mother, you can call me back and I will explain to you what happened. If you want to sit there and listen to his little pouty stories, it's all full. You go right ahead. But all you and Josh are doing is bob off to a point where the only person going to pay for you two sitting there acting like idiots is Sean. So if you think you can grow up and call me back, I'll be here for a
Nothing wrong with that message.
They get better.
Shut up. Listen to me. I didn't ask you for anything.
Okay. Wonderful mother that you portray yourself as. You would personally give it what's going on in your kid's life. But since you don't, that's fine. I will make sure he gets a ride back to Washington. You can either call me back and be mature, or I'll send him back via the Knox County Sheriff's Department. That's your choice.
Now, who's harassing who?
Just a sec. Shh. Quiet.
All I'm going to say is you better make sure you got permission from his probation officer to take him out of the state, because she will know tomorrow that you did. You can either grow up and talk to me like a woman and quit calling Bob's cell phone like some tramp in heat, or I will file charges on you like they told me I could. And as for Sean, you're really teaching him a lot of responsibility to have him up and walk off of a job that he had for less than a month. Yeah, you're teaching him a lot, Deb.
Tired of him yet?
I haven't heard anything that's legally actionable, madam. Nothing.
No, it's just showing that who is calling who.
Listen to me. You text her, you write to her. She has. Listen.
Go ahead and write
she
that.
had evidently, Mrs. Roscoe. She had your son at some point living in her home. This one, and there was clearly some difficulty with him in the home. I don't plan on getting into what it was because, quite frankly, I don't care. It has absolutely nothing to do with this lawsuit. All I have to tell you is people behaving badly does not create a lawsuit. Just listen to me very carefully. Mr. Wonderful over here got married 4 times. You have a short attention span, Mr. Roscoe. In any event, what the 2 wives have done is they've made their lives miserable, at least currently, with calling and writing and texting and whatever. It's time to say enough. Because these 2, whether they're good kids, whether they're not good kids, whether they're difficult, whether they're problems, right now, how old are you?
22.
And you?
20.
All grown up. It takes 2 to make an argument. 2. Right now, you have no reason to have any communication with each other. Do you speak to your sons?
I haven't since September.
That's their prerogative, sir. If for some reason they don't want to talk to you, that's it. But it has nothing to do with her. It has nothing to do with their mother. Because they're big boys. And if they wanted to talk to you, they would. So I don't see any reason for you to have any further contact with each other. Why don't you both consent to an order that prohibits any contact whatsoever, either by mail, by telephone, by text message, by any form of communication that we know of in modern electronics?
I had reported her to her work to get her to
Your case
quit.
is dismissed, madam. You have no case. I mean, I ask you a question, you go back into history. I asked you, are you prepared to enter into an order that says, I will have no contact with the second Mrs. Roscoe, either in person, by mail, by telephone, telegraph, pigeon?
Yes.
Or whatever.
I've tried to obtain
Are you prepared to enter into such an order?
You bet you, ma'am.
Very good. I'll have somebody prepare it back there. Thank you very much. That's all.
24-year-old Jeffrey Gibbons is suing his former friend, 21-year-old Sierra Delgado, for a loan to put a down payment on a new apartment.
Mr. Gibbons, it is your claim that you made a loan to Miss Delgado in the amount of $700. She was a friend of yours. Miss Delgado says that she accepted the $700 from you because she needed some money and it was a gift. How long do you know her?
Your Honor, I have known Miss Delgado since January. I met her at Bartending Academy, and I think that the gift part of that whole story that you just gave me is an utter fabrication.
You have a copy of your check?
Yes, Your Honor. It's a copy of the check and the date.
Check is for $1,000, sir. What was the $1,000 for?
Yes, Your Honor. I wanted to pull out $1,000, and she gave me $300 back. So I am suing for $700.
Tell me how it came about, sir, that you knew that she needed $700.
Your Honor, she asked me for money to help pay for her deposit on her new apartment.
When was this?
This was probably January 28th, and I gave the money to her on February 1st.
So you had known her less than a month?
Correct.
Why did you approach him about needing money?
Well, we had met at the Bartending Academy, and we had a friendship going. One night we hung out, and we had relations. After that, you know, I told him I didn't want anything other than a friendship.
Well, when did the plaintiff become more than just a friendship?
I would say it was just a one-night stand.
When?
This was in January, the end of January.
Give me the date.
I don't remember the date. We were drinking.
Think about it.
Oh, well, the beginning of January. I'm sorry.
You're testing my patience. Other than bartending school, what else do you do?
I work at 2 restaurants.
And you?
I am a student, Your Honor, and
Where?
I just got out of the Navy, University of San Diego.
Are you a full-time student or a part-time student?
Your Honor, I am a full-time student, biology major.
Who supports you?
I support myself, Your Honor. I was in the Navy, and I have money left over. I have loans, and the military is supporting me a little bit with the GI Bill.
Where were you in service?
I served in Japan, and I served in San Diego.
When were you in Japan?
From 2000 to 2004. And I was in San Diego from 2004 to 2006, October 23rd. That's when I got out.
Do you remember the time that you had an intimate relationship with the defendant?
Yes, Your Honor.
When was it?
It was about January 15th, because that was when Bartending Academy was going on.
And was it after that that she said she only wanted to be friends?
Correct. I did want to be in a relationship with her. She didn't want to, so I cut it off. I had a new relationship going when I gave her the money. So I thought, since I was a personal trainer as well, and I thought, since I can't be your significant other or whatever that may be, I would like to be your friend, personal trainer. I tried to help her. When I sat down with her at the Cheesecake Factory, I gave her a goal list. This was my way of a contract. It's not a contract, but I was trying to help her. I bent over backwards for this young lady.
Bizarre.
I would have had the money by the end of February, but the girl I was taking the contract over with said she wanted it at the beginning of the month. So I wasn't prepared for that, and I sent Mr. Gibbons a text message, hey, how do you get $700 in a day? Just, you know, joking. He was a friend, and he's jokingly said, stand on the corner of El Cajon Boulevard.
That's a tease.
Yeah.
Madam, you owe him $700.
I don't owe him any money.
Yes, you do!
He gave it to me as a gift.
No, he gave it to you under false pretenses.
Your Honor, I have an
Now
email.
I'm speaking. If you had already made a decision, Ms. Delgado, that all you wanted was a friendship, if anything, because I assumed that either you were disappointed with January 15th or you found his behavior somewhat bizarre. Either way, I don't care if you go into a homeless shelter. You don't take money from him under false pretenses, and you don't coyly send him a text message, hey, when you know that he wants more from you than you were willing to give him. How do you get $700 in a day? That you may say to your mother or your father. That you may say to your brother or your sister. That you don't say to a guy who is clearly wearing his heart on his sleeve, because that is unkind and cruel and fraudulent. You owe him $700. Judgment for the plaintiff. That's all. Step out.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Erica Heskett says ex-boyfriend Joseph Siegert owes for loans and an assault.
Miss Hesketh, the defendant used to be your boyfriend.
Yes, ma'am.
And you, as so many other women who have appeared before me over the years, gave him some money.
Yes,
a
ma'am.
lot of money.
Yes, ma'am.
And you don't look like a very, very rich girl, so you look as if this money really put a dent in your wallet.
Yes, ma'am.
In addition, you claim not only to have given him money, but to have been the victim of his bad temper.
Yes, ma'am.
You claim that he assaulted you, and you want him to be responsible for that as well. Mr. Siegert says that there was, over the course of your relationship, money moved back and forth. There was never any understanding that he was going to repay this money that you gave him. He doesn't much talk about the assault, but he will today. So, when did you and the defendant start to live together?
Ma'am, we first started living together around 13 September of 06.
And did you move in together to a place, or did he move into your apartment?
Ma'am, he's on parole. He got released from parole and got what is called live-outs. So therefore, he was given permission to live with me in my condo and do a work release type program.
What were you in prison for, Mr. Siegert?
I was DWI. It was a suspended sentence, Your Honor.
So you weren't in prison?
No, ma'am.
When did you move into her apartment, sir? On September 13th?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what was the financial arrangement, Mr. Siegert, when you moved into her apartment?
There wasn't none. There was no agreement whatsoever. And when I basically found another place, which was back with my parents, then I moved out.
When was that?
Well, September 13th I moved in, so I would say October and November was when we were splitting up a lot, fighting.
Is that right?
Ma'am, he moved out the 13th of, it's the final day when all the stuff got removed from my residence.
Okay, so let's hear about the money you claim he owes you.
Okay, around the 26th of August, he had to go down to Texas for his child support hearing. Basically, he owed around $15,000 in back child support. They were going to throw him in jail, and he had to go to court down there. He stressed the importance of being able to see his daughter and have his daughter into his life, and really was upset and asked me for help. I went at that time with him to City Financial Bank, and I took out a loan for $5,000. I then turned around and deposited that money into my account. I transferred $3,000 from savings to checkings on the 29th so I could write the check of check number 1222.
For what?
For his attorney, for the retainer.
And how did you get the name of the attorney?
He had provided the name of the attorney, ma'am.
And how did you get the city and state of the attorney?
He provided it, ma'am.
And how did you get the amount that was owed the attorney?
He provided it, ma'am.
Did you speak to the attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And you got the telephone number from?
The defendant.
Is that all correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, When you sent this money down, what kind of discussion did you have with Mr. Siegert with regard to the money?
Ma'am, he promised that he would pay me back on the monthly payments that were due, and he claimed that
Because this was a loan that you were going to be paying back. You didn't just take money out of your bank. And how much were the monthly payments?
They were around $148 a month.
That's a pretty exact number. Were they $148 a month?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So that's the first amount of money. What else?
The other amounts that I helped him out with was basically the rent, which we had the agreement.
Forget rent. If you didn't pay the rent the first month, you should have kicked him out. Anything else?
I don't believe so.
Now you want to tell me about when this assault allegedly took place?
Yes, ma'am. The assault happened on 31 December at around 12:30 in the morning. The defendant came over. He had still had house keys since he had previously moved out on the 13th. He came in. He was drunk at the time, came into my bedroom, was trying to talk to me while he was drunk. I told him to get out. We got into a fight because I threatened to call the police. And basically, he slapped the cell phone out of my hands. He grabbed me. I was on the chair, and he pinned me down. He had one hand over my nose and one over my mouth, and he says, "How does it feel knowing that I've got your life in my hands?" I then told him to get off. I couldn't catch my breath, and I proceeded to just get extremely dizzy and sick.
And he left?
He left, but he took my vehicle in the process.
Okay, did he return the vehicle?
The cops contacted him. The vehicle got returned.
You called the police?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you arrested that day, sir?
No, Your Honor.
How did they get the car?
I ended up bringing it back to her because reported phone calls and stuff like that and threats. So I brought it back. I didn't want any more conflict whatsoever. But if you don't mind, Your Honor, the only evidence I have against that assault is right here from my PO stating...
Don't tell me what your PO states.
Okay.
Let's get to this money that Ms. Haskett laid out for you. $3,000 you acknowledge she gave towards your attorney.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, is this a retainer for an attorney, or was this to pay your child support?
An attorney.
An attorney for what?
For child support, I was fighting for custody and to take care of the back child support.
Why were you fighting for custody?
Well, I wanted to get my rights back.
What rights?
The standard visitation rights.
So, well, there's a difference between custody and visitation. So what were you fighting for?
Just my visitation and to get back child support readjusted.
Well, did you get the back child support readjusted?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
To what?
It is down to about $7,000, and now I'm paying extra each month to get it back down.
Wouldn't it have been smarter to save the $3,000 for the lawyer and just give the $3,000 to your child?
I couldn't. I had to fight for myself. Because if I did not go down there and get it reduced, yes, because it was an outrageous amount.
Well, how much was it a week?
It was a week. They didn't know my income right at the time because...
But don't tell me what they didn't know. I asked you a specific question. What was the amount of child support you were supposed to pay?
$384 a month.
Well, that's not an outrageous amount.
Well, it's, for one child, you don't get a C.
How much were you supposed to pay that you didn't pay a month?
$384 a month, Your Honor.
That was not an exorbitant amount.
No, it wasn't.
Why didn't you pay it?
Because I wasn't seeing her. She wouldn't let me.
Why didn't you go to court?
I was in the process of it. I didn't have the money.
You don't need money to go to court. Every domestic relations court in this country, you can appear pro bono if you want to, if it's important to you.
Very.
If it was important to you, that's what you do. In any event, why should Miss Hassett pay this $3,000 for a lawyer that you needed to keep you out of jail because you didn't pay child support?
Because I actually had an agreement with my attorney on payment plans.
So why didn't you pay her? She has to pay $148 a month. How much were you supposed? If you were supposed to pay your lawyer a payment plan, how much were you supposed to pay your lawyer a month?
It was going to be $100 a week.
$100 a week, which is $400 a month.
Yes.
Well, this was only $148 a month. Why didn't you pay her?
She was paid, Your Honor.
How?
By cash.
No, that's not what you say here. I have your answer. And when you had time to write this answer, you had time to reflect. So don't give me a lot of baloney. The only thing that you say here is that you gave her a $2,800 settlement check. It's the only thing that you say that you gave her. Am I correct? That's what you say here. And you say there was money back and forth. But as far as this $3,000 is concerned, what you say, Mr. Siegert, is she took it upon herself to pay the lawyer. I never asked her.
She did. That's exactly how. She was being...
Who are you?
I'm his mother.
I would suggest you be quiet. So far, you haven't done a good job.
But, Your Honor, I...
Got it?
Yeah.
And I would keep the relationship to myself, especially today.
Your Honor, I did not ask her to go get the $3,000.
What I'm asking you, sir, is if you had an arrangement with the lawyer to give him $100 a week
Yes.
which is $400 a month, and she laid it out. Why didn't you give her the $400 a month until the $3,000 was paid off?
It was paid off, Your Honor.
Tell me how. That's what I'm
By a
listening.
settlement check. I was getting at it.
Well, then
I
get
got
there.
it. I received it in January 7th.
Settlement check for what?
I was fired for wrongful reasons.
Did you receive that $2,800
No, ma'am.
check?
No, ma'am.
Show me proof.
I have no proof, Your Honor. Due to the fact that she entered my house a while back and took all my receipts and contracts
Mr. Siegert,
for that.
Mr. Siegert, I believe you this much, sir.
believe
Because
that.
all you have to do is call whoever sent you the settlement check. Get a copy of it, because if she endorsed it, they would have gotten it back, right?
I have a copy of
Show me.
the settlement at my house.
Just a second. You have a copy of the settlement at your house. Where did you think you were coming today? To the beach?
I didn't think it would be brought up.
Well, of course it would be brought up, sir. That's what you wrote in your answer. Why didn't you think it would be brought up?
Didn't cross my mind. I was thinking about
You
the
have no
assault.
mind. You owe her the $3,000. Now, let's hear your version of the events of the 31st of December when you entered her home.
I don't recollect hardly anything whatsoever
Why?
because I don't drink. I don't drive.
Well, you did drive because you just told me that you returned her car to her, so you clearly drove.
Well, not personally.
What do you mean not personally?
Well, because I was paying for a vehicle that I could not drive yet.
Look at you. I want you to look at your mother's face. Your mother is looking at you and saying, I really wish I wasn't here. Why
That
didn't
makes
I
two of
send
us, Your
somebody else? You have other children?
Yes.
You have older children?
Yes.
Why didn't I send one of the older kids with him? Why am I subjecting myself to sitting here and having a television camera on me, listening to this child that I reared? Listen, tell me about the 31st of December.
31st of December. Yes, she did call and report that I did assault her. As I know.
I want you to tell me not what she did.
Your Honor, I honestly don't know what I did exactly on the 31st, but I know what
Because
she
you were
said
what?
I didn't do. What's that?
Because you were drinking?
No, Your Honor.
Well, if you don't know what you were doing on the 31st of December, either you were drinking or drugging or something.
Either I was working or sleeping. That was my life, Your Honor. I was on parole. That's what my life is now. I don't do anything that she says I do. Drink, drive, commit crimes, all that stuff. I've made my mistake, and I pay for it.
Not yet.
Obviously.
How many grandchildren does your mother have?
She has one, Your Honor.
Does she see that one grandchild?
Sorry, I apologize. She has three. One from me and two from my sister.
You don't have to bend down. We can hear you. Does she see the grandchild that is your child?
No.
Is that her choice, your choice, or the child's choice?
Neither. The mother's choice. That's why I'm in a battle.
Maybe you wouldn't be in such a battle if you paid your child support.
It's being paid, Your Honor.
Well, people usually don't go on an eating hiatus, Mr. Siegert,
Right.
including children. They have to eat regularly, they have to be clothed regularly. So the fact that you went on a child support hiatus doesn't necessarily endear you to the mother of your child.
Your Honor, I'm not saying that I didn't. Well, I didn't pay the child support. I'm not saying I didn't off. I had her, she got her money, but it wasn't recorded. That's what I'm saying. Now it's legal through the courts, and they didn't adjust anything, and that's why it's being adjusted from what I did already pay.
Listen, Miss Hassett, you weren't together with him very long, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Good for you.
I made a mistake.
You made a mistake.
A big one.
Okay. So right now what you really out is $3,000. You have no difference in your rent, even though you say that he promised to pay you rent. He lived with you 3 months. You still living in the same condo?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a roommate?
No, ma'am.
Right. So your primary problem is that you are stuck with this $3,000 loan that you took out to pay for his lawyer, and that he's responsible to pay. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $3,000. That's all. Step out.
Barry Smith says former friend Jeannie LaSalle damaged a Cadillac she was renting from him.
Mr. Smith, the defendant was a friend of yours, and according to your complaint, you rented a car to her, a car that was registered and titled in your name, that you weren't using. You felt sorry for, that she needed transportation. You told her she could rent it for $20 a day. It is your claim that she owes you for the rental, as well as some damage that she did to the car. Ms. LaSalle says she owes you nothing. How many cars do you rent out, Mr. Smith?
Well, I've never rented out. The proposition was I wanted to sell it to her. It was her idea to rent it.
And when did you have this conversation?
This was March 22nd in the afternoon. It was like after 1 or 2 p.m.
What kind of car is it?
It's a 1987 Cadillac Eldorado Baritz. It's like the top-of-the-line model for that year. And
Well, top-of-the-line, I was a top-of-the-line model in my year too, sir, but this car is now 20 years old.
It's in good running order. It's in good shape. I only had like 92,000 miles on it.
I'm in good shape too, but I'm
can
still
tell.
what I am. You know what I'm talking about?
I can tell.
20-year-old car is a 20-year-old car.
20-year-old car by like 2 owners. It's in
I'm not
good shape.
telling you how old I am, and I've only had 2 owners. That still doesn't change anything. You understand?
I understand.
What?
What? I'm supposed to say here.
Mr. Smith, I'm not saying anything bad about your car. I'm just saying it's an old car, sir.
It's an old car.
It's not an antique. It's just an old car.
But it's a Cadillac.
Me too. Listen, so what did you decide to do on March 22nd between 1 and 2 in the afternoon with your vintage car?
I gave defendant my phone number. She said she called me back, talk it over with her friend. She called me back in about a half hour, said, yeah, let's do a deal.
Let's do a deal?
Yeah.
What do you mean, let's do a deal?
Well, she proposed to rent it. I proposed to sell it. She said she couldn't afford to buy it, so I said...
How much did you want it for?
$20. I wanted $700.
You wanted $700 for the car.
That's all I wanted. She agreed, and I agreed we'll rent it for $20 a day. She went home to talk to her friend. I went home to download a rental car agreement off the internet. I had the paperwork downloaded. I picked them up, and she gave me $20 for the first day. We signed the paperwork. I gave her the keys.
Let me see the paperwork. So you just wanted the car for a week, madam?
No, ma'am.
Did you sign this agreement?
Yeah, when I met Barry on the 22nd, he told me he had cars for rental, 3 cars. I told him I had to talk to my girlfriend and that I would call him back. I did that. We went to go look at the cars. I rented 1 car.
It says here that you're renting this car, and it says what car it is, from March 22nd to March 29th.
He did all the receipts. I also have those. But I wanted to purchase the car. It wasn't rental. And I started renting because I was not working at the time.
All I asked you was, you were supposed to return this vehicle on March 30th. That's what you signed. That's your name.
Yeah, I signed that.
Did you return the car on March 30th?
No, I did not.
Why not?
Because I made more payments towards the car. I was buying the car from him.
Did you have a subsequent agreement?
No. We kept doing the rental contracts. But I would pay him more going towards the purchase of the car.
Show me. First of all, how long did you keep the car?
Until April 14th.
You kept it for an additional 2 weeks. Okay. Go ahead, sir.
That's not correct, Yon. She took 2 rental agreements out. She didn't bring the car back. I had to go to her to get the payments and check on the car because she had moved like 15 miles from me. It began like, she was paying me like 3 days in a row. She paid me. At the beginning of the first contract, she paid me the $20.
How many days did she keep the car, sir?
She had the car like 22 days. From the 22nd of March to the
14th of April.
Right.
22 days. And let's do this so that I don't make a mistake. 22 times 20 equals $440. So that's what she should have paid you.
That's correct.
And that's what you would like, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
How much did you pay him?
I paid him more than the receipts that he has given.
How much do you claim that you paid him?
Can my witness come up?
No! How much do you claim that you paid him?
Almost $600 for the car. That was supposed to be bought for $700.
Almost $600.
Almost $600.
Good. And how many receipts do you have, and how much do they total?
$420.
Let me see them, please. I have $400.
If you look, there might be one with the same date and the same amount on it. I think I accidentally wrote 2 receipts for 1 payment.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's
This
one
is a
for
different one.
$80.
This
One
is a
is the
different
white,
one.
yeah.
Right, I'm deducting $80 because it covers the same period
Right.
from 4-3.
I accidentally gave her the wrong
Absolutely
copy
right.
and everything.
Absolutely right. Minus 80, because she gave me a duplicate, equals 320, and she was supposed to give you 440. Ms. LaSalle, that's what you got. You gave him $320.
Can I speak, Your Honor?
Sure.
He just wrote out receipts. When he came to pick up the vehicle, he went home and just wrote out receipts. The only one receipt that me and Barry had actually made was the yellow receipt. So he just made up receipts for whatever he wanted to make out the receipts. I had the car almost paid for.
Just a second. Almost is not good enough. The only proof, and it's proof that you gave me of what you paid for, are these. That's what you gave me. And it says that you're $120 short. What else, sir?
Friday the 13th, she said, come pick up the car. The car's all empty. It's at her house. She was supposed to bring the car back. So I get a friend of mine. We go up to Jeannie's house, get the car, and I said, when are you going to have my money? She said, next Friday. We took off, went home. I called her the following Friday. She's not going to pay me my money. I'm not going to get any money. So I gave her another week, the 27th, which is the day I filed the lawsuit. Jeannie, am I going to get my money? You ain't getting nothing. Do what you got to do. And that's when I went to the courthouse. The night while I was driving it back, like I said, it's 15 miles. The front end was shaky. It's a front-wheel drive car, and it's dark. It's like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. I couldn't see anything. So the next morning, I went out and inspected the car. The right front tire is very low. I take it to a mechanic, have him look at it and get new tires, and they gave me an estimate of what the damages was because the front end suspension was damaged. I've got damages on the car. The car wasn't brought back in the same state that I gave it to her. And
Fine. You wanted to sell the car, sir, for $700. Listen to me.
I wanted to sell.
Shh. Look at me. You wanted to sell the car for $700.
Correct.
You're going to get $440 for her. Use of the car. You're a couple of $100 short of what you wanted to sell it for. Where is the car now?
I have the car.
Do you drive it?
Yeah, I drive it.
Do you rent it to other people?
No, I don't.
But you use it yourself.
Yes, I do.
So look at what you have. You wanted to sell the car for $700. You're going to get $440, which means that you're just a few dollars off from what you wanted to sell it for, and you have your car. Isn't that great?
Sounds good.
Be happy. Judgment for the plaintiff for the amount of $120, which is what she owes you. Thank you very much. That's all.
Stephen Mosher is suing his brother, 26-year-old.
His home, where you were a guest.
Yes, ma'am.
Who do you live with?
My parents, ma'am.
How old are you?
26.
What's your first name?
William.
Who do you live with?
My wife.
And your first name is?
Stephen.
So it is your claim that William assaulted you. William says that there was a fight that you started. You just got the worst of the fight.
Yes, ma'am.
When did this argument take place, Stephen?
This occurred on September 25th, about 8:45 p.m. My wife and I, Amanda, we had gone over to my parents' house to visit, have dinner. Everything was fine. There was no arguments. We had dinner. Everyone adjourned outside. We began watching a television show, my wife and I, at 8 o'clock.
Where?
In the kitchen, on a small 15-inch, 17-inch television. That was in the
Okay.
kitchen. About 45 minutes into the program, the defendant walked through the kitchen.
Your brother?
Yes. Walked through the kitchen into the living room and turned on the large television with surround sound. He turned it on very loud. I don't know what his problem was, but he turned it on very loud. I walked into the living room, and I asked him very politely. I said, hey, man, could you please just turn down the television a little bit? And at that time, he yelled at me, profanities. I turned around. I didn't say anything to him. I came back into the kitchen. I sat down. I tried to hear my program that I'd been watching for 45 minutes already, and I could not hear it. I sat directly in front of the television set, turned it up. I still couldn't hear it. I walked all the way back into the living room, and I asked him again. I said, man, could you please just turn it down a little bit, politely?
That I don't believe.
3 times. Three times, Your Honor.
Stephen, first time maybe, second time I don't believe.
Well, Your Honor, he had an anger problem. And I tried not to
Stephen, first time I believe you went inside and said, could you turn it down? Second time I don't believe you went inside and very politely asked him to turn it down. So let's revise that.
I tell you the truth, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead.
I went in there, I asked him a second time. He said the
So
same
after
thing
he
again.
cursed you the first time, listen to me,
Yes.
Stephen, after he cursed you the first time, you went inside and said politely to him again, hey man, could you please turn it down? I just want you to tell me, is that what you're selling to me?
No, ma'am, that's
Is
what
that
happened.
what you're selling to me?
That's what happened.
Go ahead. Keep going.
I went back into the living room for the second time. I asked him again politely. He shouted profanities at me again. I walked back into the kitchen. I still couldn't hear it. By this time, I'm getting a little frustrated. I walked outside of the home. I looked for my parents. I didn't see them. I came back inside. I'm still at the television. I still can't hear it. I walk back in there again. I actually tried to turn down the television myself. I look off the corner of my eye. I see the defendant running at me. And I kind of put my hands up. I'm like, what are you doing? What's going on? At that time, he struck me in the side of the face. I wrapped my arms around him and was struggling to hold him. He was trying to hit me. We fell down to the floor. He was still trying to strike me. At that time, I had my head down, trying to protect myself, holding him down. He did come free. We stood back up. I was still trying to hold on to him. I was holding on to his shirt. His shirt started to come off. I stepped back. He pulled his shirt off the rest of the way, and he came at me again. I grabbed him again, put my arms around him again. I did not one time hit him. I backed him up all the way to the fireplace area, which is probably about 8 feet away. I let go of him. I stepped back to where we originally were. He grabbed a large wooden bowl, ran at me like this. When he got closer to me, I tried to duck because I thought he was going to throw it at me. He hit me in the back of the head. I fell to the floor. I blacked out for a split second. And she came into the room, and she was yelling at him to stop. Finally, I got up. I was dizzy. I reached back to the back of my head. My head was busted open. I was bleeding. I had blood all over my hands.
And you had stitches?
I went to the hospital. They put stitches in.
Okay. All right, Mr. Mosier, let me hear your version of the events.
When I was watching TV, actually, I didn't have it up that loud. It is loud because it's a surround sound system. You can't...
What were you watching, William?
I don't even know. It doesn't matter. I mean, it was just TV.
It matters to me. What kind of answer is that? It doesn't matter.
It was just regular TV programming. I mean, it wasn't nothing special. I was just watching TV. Every time he comes over...
Just a second. Don't tell me every time. On the 25th of September, you saw that your brother and his wife were watching television in the kitchen.
Yes, ma'am.
You went into the living room to watch something that was sort of irrelevant to you because you would have remembered it, considering the fact that you were arrested that night or at some point
There was
the police...
a lot of other things going on. I really don't remember with everything going on.
I would have remembered what it was that was so important. So your brother came in, and the first time he asked you to turn it down.
He never said please. He came in and he said, turn this down, I'm watching TV, is what he said. So of course he's not going to get a good response out of me. I just turned it up. He turned up his TV.
Just a sec. So he came in and he said, turn it down, I'm watching TV. But you already knew he was watching TV, right?
Yes, ma'am. Usually there isn't this problem. If he would have came at me and asked me nicely, I would have turned it down right away. But every time he comes over, it's like he's trying to be the boss of me. And I just gotten sick of it. I mean, it's every time. And
so
after...
he came in the first time, said turn it down, so instead you turned it up.
He's...
Just a second. And then what happened the second time?
The second time he came in and he started yelling at me. I yelled some profanities back at him.
That sounds right.
He did the same, Your Honor.
I believe that.
And then it went to a third time. The third time he came in, he comes in and he switches all the dials, turns everything he can possibly turn off, and messes it all up. And I come running up to him, and there was kind of a little bit of an altercation there, and then I hit him, and he kind of hit and spun me to the ground, pulled my shirt.
Why did you hit him?
I was mad.
Well, you can't hit somebody just because you're mad. You're 26 years old.
I know.
Well, you can't do that. Is that your mother?
Yes, ma'am.
You know how you two boys are aggravating your mother? How many of you are there?
It's just me, us two, and my little sister.
That would be you.
Yes, ma'am.
You know how you're aggravating your mother?
He also said that if I were to call and apologize, that he would not go any further with anything. Well, I called a couple times, couldn't get a hold of him.
What'd you hit him with a bowl for?
Because after he had pulled my shirt over my head and I was getting choked and beat on the back, I had bruises all over my back. I had marks on my neck where my shirt had been pulled around my neck. And as I got up, I'm like at a loss for oxygen. I'm mad. I've been beat on.
You hit him first.
I know. Reached over and grabbed the first thing I could and swung at him. And my arm wrapped around him like this and caught him. I apologized. I wanted him to come over for dinner. We could talk it over.
Shh. Come on. Now, did you say, I want to pay your hospital bill, I want to pay your medical bills?
Well, I would have. I mean, if he'd actually talked to me, I haven't even been able to talk to him. I've called, I've left messages to come eat dinner and do things, try to talk it over as a family.
Well, I think you should probably do that, if for nobody else's sake, but for your mother's sake. Do you see your mother?
Very rarely. Our relationship has very much been her. It's been very stressful on the entire family. It hasn't just been this one offense. There's been several recorded, unrecorded criminal offenses made by the defendant. It's
against who?
Against
me and other people.
What other offenses against you?
Well, I haven't lived with my parents for probably 8 to 10 years. At that time, that brief time that I did live there, for some reason the defendant had a taser. I was actually tasered one time.
Oh, you boys got to stop fighting.
It was either that or go to a big fight.
How old are you?
I'm 30 years old, ma'am.
You got to stop fighting. There comes a time you got to stop beating up on each other.
I'm not interested in fighting. I've never been.
Good.
I've never
What are your
been
medical
that type of
bills,
person.
sir? Just give me the bills that you have to pay out of pocket.
I have a medical bill for $377.27, $100, and $25. I have suffered a lot professionally and personally.
Well, how
from the attack.
professionally?
Well, my head was busted open. I had 2 staples in the back of my head.
I believe you.
I had a huge mark on my face for about a month. I had really bad headaches in the back of my head. I've never had headaches before in my life.
What kind of work do you do, William?
I work for a pool company.
Doing what?
Cleaning pools.
Okay. Well, I understand that he feels very, very angry, and the truth of the matter is that you were wrong. You were wrong on all counts. A, you were wrong because your brother and his wife were guests in your home. So if you know that they're watching television in the kitchen, which you in fact knew, and you have a much larger setup in the living room, if you wanted to be a nice person to the guests in your home, you say, listen, there's nothing particularly important that I'm watching. Why don't you guys go inside in the living room and watch the program in surround sound? You chose not to do that. You chose to act like a baby. You went into the room, you turned on the television, the surround sound. He came inside, and I absolutely do not believe his story that he came in and asked you very politely to turn it down. That's not what a 30-year-old brother does. He comes in and says, turn it down, I'm watching TV, especially when he's got his wife in the kitchen egging him on a little bit. Would that be a fair statement, Miss Mosier? You don't know.
I was loading the RV.
You don't know. But then, when he comes inside and he says to you, please turn it down, you acted like a bigger baby and you turned it up.
Well, if he would have asked respectfully...
I don't... Listen, if I were 5'7", I probably would have been on the cover of Vogue. But I'm not. So if he would have said to you, would you please turn it down? Yes, you would have turned it down. If you said, would you please turn it down? You wouldn't have hit him on the head with a bowl. You wouldn't have punched him in the face. Stop being a baby. Your mother may baby you. I'm not going to baby you. You did the wrong thing. And for that, you have to pay. Now, your brother could be, you know, a big brother and say, listen, it was a horrible thing, but I don't want it to interfere with my relationship with my mother anymore or with my sister anymore. I want it just to get over it, get over it. He chooses not to do that. He chooses to let it fester, which is not a smart thing to do because it doesn't make anybody in your family feel better. And I'm not so concerned about him. I'm more concerned about your mother. In any event, I'm awarding you $1,000 for all this pain and suffering and other stuff that you have, and $502 were your medical bills. And that's it, Mr. Mosier, because I also think that you didn't handle it well. Because you could have taken your wife and left, instead of letting it escalate by going inside and touching property that wasn't yours, which you did.
I did ask politely.
I don't care whether you ask politely or not. If you ask politely and somebody says no, and if you don't like the game, go home to your own house and watch the program. You don't go into his room where he's watching television and it's his home and touch his property. You could have dealt with it.
Sure.
Which is why, sir, you're not getting the $5,000 that you're asking for. You are being compensated marginally. Your medical bills and $1,000 for your pain and suffering. Period. End of discussion. Okay. Do we understand each other? Yes, goodbye.
Parties are excused. Step back. Stacy Crawford says her boyfriend's friend, Scott Endicott, threw gasoline onto a campfire, causing her to be severely burned. Scott claims Stacy is partly to blame.
Ms. Crawford, it's your claim that Mr. Endicott is responsible for you being severely burned. You want him to pay your medical bills that weren't covered by insurance, and in addition, a sum for the pain and suffering that you endured as a result of these burns. Mr. Endicott says that you were burned as a result of your own drunkenness. So tell me when this happened.
August 17th, night of August 17th, was laying next to, we were camping.
Who was camping?
Me, Mr. Endicott, my boyfriend Jeff, his 13-year-old daughter. I mean, there was a group of us and other children.
When had you gone camping?
I had gone August 17th, Friday.
When had you gone camping, Mr. Endicott?
I got there the same day.
And this was a pre-planned weekend, overnight, is that right?
Yeah.
Did you know each other before?
I had been introduced to him for my boyfriend one other time.
You two were friends?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me what happened.
The day was great. We were four-wheeling in the sand. The night started rolling on. Everybody was settling down by the campfire. There was some drinking, and I was only there for the night, so I didn't have a camping chair, so I laid down near the fire to feel the warmth and everything, and then all of a sudden, I went up in flames.
Did you witness what happened?
Yes.
Stand up, sir. Tell me your name.
Jeffrey Ablin.
Tell me what you observed on the 17th. Miss Crawford had fallen asleep around the fire.
Yes, we were.
Were you on a blanket?
No, I wasn't sleeping. I was just laying there.
We were just, everybody was around the fire.
How many people were around the fire?
I would say approximately there had to have been a good 10 people.
Did you know most of them?
Yes, I knew all of them.
Who had made the fire?
All of us together, all the guys went out to the, out onto the beach and we towed back driftwood.
When you say all the guys, how many guys were there?
I would say there's probably a good 5 or 6 of us that went out there and gathered wood.
Including Mr. Endicott?
Yes.
Yeah. And how long had the fire been burning?
I would say it'd probably been going about 6 hours at least.
So it was late at night?
Yes, it was approximately about midnight, I would say, roughly.
Yeah, but the driftwood that we put on there, that the neglected to tell you, is that it was
You're
wet.
going to have your turn. Go ahead, sir.
So we were all just hanging out by the fire talking, and I didn't actually see Scott throw the gas on the fire, but what I seen was a huge flame and her burst into flames.
After you burst into flames, what happened?
I started rolling. Jeff and a couple of the other guys all kind of jumped on me, pounced out the fire, threw sand on me. They all picked me up at that point, took me to the hospital there in town, the ER. At that point, I was in shock. My skin was sloughing off my legs. I have pictures of that. I don't recall a whole lot after the next 24 hours.
When did you speak to Mr. Endicott?
I actually didn't speak to Mr. Endicott until Wednesday. He came over to my parents' house.
And what day of the week was this?
That's Friday night.
So Wednesday you spoke to Mr. Endicott, and did he call you?
No.
You called him?
No. We were going through Jeff at that point.
You spoke to him?
Yes.
So tell me about the conversation. Did you call him or did he call you?
I seen him face to face.
And tell me about the conversation.
I had asked him if he was going to go to the hospital and see her because she was burned.
And
he told me he didn't think it was his fault, so that he wasn't going to go there. He was going home.
Did he offer an explanation to you?
Yes, he was throwing fire. He was throwing fuel on the fire to get it going better. And
Is that what
he
he said to you?
See her. Yes.
Is that what you said to him?
Yes.
Now you can sit down. Now I'll see the pictures. You're a nurse?
CNA, going to school to be a nurse.
So you were not able to work because of the open wounds?
Correct.
Is that right?
I work in a hospital.
Okay. All right, Mr. Endicott, you certainly have seen these photographs?
Nope.
Okay, sir. Let's start on the 17th.
When I got there, there was a small campfire, and everybody was doing their drinking and stuff. And I was going back and forth from that campground to another campground.
When were you going back and forth between the two campgrounds?
Just through the course of the night. Because I got there around 7 o'clock, and from 7 to about 10, I was going back and forth. Because I had family in another campground. And around 10 o'clock, I came back out there, and that's when everybody decided, I decided to stay out there.
At 10 o'clock?
Yeah, around 10 o'clock, I believe. And me and Jeff and some other people went out and got some more firewood, and we brought it back, and the firewood was damp, and so we had it all stacked up on there. And through the course of the evening, the fire hadn't really started on the wood, and another friend asked if we could pour some gas on the fire. And when I went and got the can, another friend was going to pour it out of a cup, and I just told him I'd pour it out of a can. And
so somebody was going to pour it out of a cup?
Yeah.
What would be the reason for pouring it out of a cup instead of using a can?
I don't know.
Well, try to think.
That's just the way he wanted to do it.
Would it...
No difference.
Don't pick your hand up. I don't need anything from you yet.
I mean, there wouldn't be any difference from pouring it out of a cup out of a can. I mean, the results probably would have been the same.
No, what I'm saying to you is if you're using a cup, I'm not a campfire girl myself. You may not have known that. But those people who know me know I believe in sleeping in a bed with running plumbing. So, but it would just seem to me that if you used a cup to pour liquid as, you could sort of gauge how much you were actually using as opposed to using a can where you just go
out of the can it came out of, it came out of a hole that big.
I understand that, sir. So you decided to use the can?
Yeah.
Okay, and then what did you do?
When I was walking over to pour the gas on the fire, everybody that was awakened by the fire all moved away from the fire. So I thought it was safe to pour gas on the fire. She was on the other side of the fire, and the wood was stacked up pretty high, wearing dark clothes, and nobody could see her.
No, not nobody.
I couldn't see her.
So whose fault is that?
I think it's both of our fault because...
Don't tell me why you think it's both of your faults. Let us say that I believe you when you say she was, because I read your answer, that she was probably sleeping because she had had too much to drink. Let's say I buy that 100%. Explain to me why that's not your fault.
It is my fault for her getting burnt, but I don't feel financially responsible for it.
Well, why, if it's your fault for her getting burned, why aren't you financially responsible, Mr. Endicott?
Why isn't she responsible for her own actions?
What are her actions that caused her to get burned?
Being inebriated.
Yeah. So were you. So was everybody else that was there. They had been drinking all night. You had been drinking in between two campgrounds. You were all drinking. How does the fact that she was drinking, sleeping, make it her fault? Don't you get that? It's your fault. Let me give you an example, Mr. Endicott, of the lunacy of your position. Okay, sir? Pay careful attention to me. Let's say you're drunk and you get behind the wheel of a car, just like you pick up a can of gas while you're drunk. And you're driving along and you hit somebody who is sitting in their car in a no parking zone. They're sitting in their car, not moving. You're drunk in your car. You plow right into them. You think it's an argument in your defense that they're sitting in a no parking zone?
Not in that situation, but what if she...
Of course not.
What if she...
Of course not, because the fact, sir, that they are sitting in a no parking zone has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that you recklessly got behind the wheel of a car while drunk and drove that car into the parked car. Similarly, Mr. Endicott, the fact that you did not secure the area by walking around the perimeter of the fire to make sure nobody was there before you poured gasoline on it is your fault. Not her fault that the wood was piled too high so that you couldn't see over it, or it was dark, or that she chose to wear dark clothing when she was sleeping at the fire so you couldn't see her. If you had walked around the fire, you would have seen her, right?
Yeah.
You didn't. Whose fault is that?
I guess it's mine.
Ah, now we're getting closer to it. If it's your fault that she got burned because you were negligent and careless, you're responsible. Do you understand that? Just say yes, ma'am. Perfect. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $5,000. That's all. Step out.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Wilkins versus Wilkins, step forward.
17-year-old student Miranda Wilkins and her mother Gail are suing Miranda's father, business owner Scott Wilkins, for the cost to fix her 2002 Chevy Cavalier. Miranda says her dad accidentally backed the car into his own vehicle.
What's your first name?
Miranda.
How old are you, Miranda?
17.
And this is your mother?
Yes.
And this gentleman is your dad?
Yes.
Your dad was doing some work on your car and had an accident with it and put a little dent in the car. So you're suing him to fix the car. Father says he was more than willing to take care of it, to take it over to a body shop and have it fixed. You want it taken to the dealership where you bought the car so that it could be fixed by the same dealership that makes the car. Is that the idea?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. So I have a few questions for you, Miranda.
17-year-old Miranda Wilkins says her father, Scott Wilkins, backed her car into his own vehicle.
How long are your parents divorced?
A year.
Was it difficult for you?
No.
You live with your mother?
Yes.
What kind of a car do you have?
A 2002 Cavalier.
Who paid for the car?
They got it out of closing money of the house.
Who paid for the car?
Mom and Dad.
It's very nice of them.
Yes.
Now, Mr. Wilkins, you were doing some work on your daughter's car. What kind of work were you doing on your daughter's car?
I was changing her oil and rotating her tires, and I was putting brakes on.
Had she asked you to do that for her?
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So your father's working on your car. What happened, Mr. Wilkins?
I just kind of got in a hurry, and I had a head cold, and I'd forgotten.
Listen to me. You've got to talk slowly so I can understand you, sir.
I'm sorry. I got done with changing her brakes, and then I was going to test them out, and I'd forgotten that I had pulled my truck down behind it. When I backed up, I backed into my front of my truck is what happened.
And how much damage was done to the car?
It put a dent in the back right quarter pounder, about the size of your fist.
Can I see it? You have the picture?
Yes. It's
Good.
kind of hard
Let me
to
see
see.
it.
It's a black car.
Well, I'll take a look at it. I want to see the kind of damage that would bring a daughter to a position where she is bringing her father in front of the tire, and then there's a scrape. Okay. Now, did you tell your daughter you would fix the car?
Yes, ma'am.
What did you tell her?
I told her about a body shop that I knew of. I go by pretty regular, and I've seen her work, but I told her I'd fix it, and we'd go by there and get an estimate.
What happened?
Well, first couple times I tried to get her to go over and do it. She had something to do, but then she went over by herself. I was going to meet her over there, and she just didn't like the place for some reason, just wouldn't have anything to do with it.
What happened, Miranda?
I just didn't like it because there's some people that's my age working on it, and I didn't want them to work on my car.
You're not marrying them, my darling. Somebody's going to pull a dent out of your car with a thing that, the plunger that they put on the car.
She actually went twice, and the first time the guy told her to come back, and the second time she went, they were really rude to her.
Well, she's not going to bring the car there. Her father's going to bring the car there. What does she have to go over there for? Why did you go over there instead of letting your father go over there?
So they could get an estimate on the car.
Why didn't you let your father take it over?
Because Mom told me not to let him drive my car.
Why?
Because the insurance, I paid for it, it's in my name and Miranda's name.
So?
And he had already backed into his truck, and no offense, I know his driving record. I was married to him for 18 years. And Miranda could have just met him over there, and she tried to get him to meet him over there, and when she would call...
So why
they
can't you
weren't
take
available.
the car and have it fixed?
Just whenever available.
Well, let's make a date. Not you and me. Miranda, my dear, listen to me very carefully. Your parents don't get along anymore. They're divorced. Be a smart girl. Don't take sides. Nothing is as black and white as it appears. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Your father may not love your mother anymore, but that doesn't mean he doesn't love you. And it's the wrong thing to do to sue him. It's the wrong thing to do to take him to court. It's the wrong thing to do to listen to your mother when she says, don't let your father drive the car. That's malicious. And you shouldn't be involved in that, and you shouldn't put your daughter in that position. Ever. Put a period, move on with your life, and don't visit hostility that you may have through her to him. That's not fair. That's not fair to do to your children. Your father's going to take the car and he's going to have it fixed where he wants to take it, because he's your parent. Do you understand, madam?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. I'm going to do this for you, sir. I'm going to give you 2 weeks from today to fix the car.
That's plenty of time, I would think.
2 weeks from today to fix the car. Is that reasonable? Reasonable? Hmm?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you seen your father since this whole brouhaha? Okay. Just remember, he still loves you. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. And in 2 weeks, he's going to get your car back good as new, and maybe he'll even detail it for you. Give him a hug. Give him a hug. Okay, that's it. Goodbye.
Yeah, this is case number 543 on the calendar in the matter of Riley versus Mark. Parties have been sworn in. You may be seated. Ladies, have a seat, please.
Mrs. Riley, I assume this is your daughter and this is your daughter. Is that right?
Correct.
Neither one of you were there on the fateful evening when your daughter got Mrs. Riley's car.
Yes.
And drove it and crashed it.
Yes.
Causing damage. And Mrs. Riley wants you to pay for the damage your daughter caused.
Correct.
And your daughter, whose name is?
Stephanie.
Stephanie says that
Kayla
gave her the keys to the car, so she's responsible. That's your position.
That's what I've been told.
So now that I know what your positions are, and you look like two lovely ladies, you can sit down, and I'm going to have the girls right up there. All right, Kayla. Where were you, and what were you doing when you gave Stephanie the keys to your mother's car?
I was at a friend's house.
Name of the friend?
Aaron.
How old is Aaron?
I think he's 18.
And how many people were at Aaron's house?
I would say about 10 people.
How old were they?
All around the ages between like 15 and 18.
How many of them were drinking?
I would say almost everyone.
Did you see anyone that said, no, I don't drink?
One of my friends, the friend who
said that they were driving did tell me that they didn't drink.
And who was that?
My friend Felipe.
Who invited you to Aaron's house?
Another one of my friends.
Where were Aaron's parents?
They weren't there. I think that he owns the apartment himself.
So Aaron lives there by himself?
Yes, ma'am. I think so.
What does he do for a living, Aaron?
He goes to school, and I'm not sure what his job is.
He goes to college?
He goes to high school. He's a senior in high school.
What kind of alcohol were they serving?
Beer.
And what time did you get there?
I got there approximately 10:30.
What time did you get there, Stephanie?
Probably like 9:45.
Who did you come with?
My friend Mike.
Your friend Mike? Yeah. How old is Mike?
Like 18.
And he picked you up from your house?
My friend Danielle's.
Had you been drinking at Danielle's?
No.
You didn't start drinking until you got to Aaron's?
No, I didn't drink there.
You didn't drink anything?
No.
Had nothing to drink? No alcohol?
I had no alcohol.
And Mike, did he have alcohol?
No. He left before, like right when he got there. He only stayed for like 15 minutes, then he left.
Well, and when he was there, he didn't drink?
I wasn't with him at the time.
So, you know you didn't drink. As far as you know, Mike didn't drink. Did you drink?
Yes, ma'am, I had a beer.
Who else didn't drink?
My friend Christina.
She didn't drink?
No.
Now, tell me, Stephanie, how it came about that you got the keys to Kaylee's car.
Kayla got there a little while after me, and when we were standing there,
standing where?
In the middle, like the kitchen and the living room. And when we were standing there, there was only three people there who had cars. Michael had left, and Aaron, but he wasn't going to leave, and Kayla had a car. And there's a kid, Josh, there, and he needed a ride home. And Kayla said, well, I have a car. And she goes, well, I'm too cocked to drive. So we were standing there, and I offered. I was like, well, I'll drive. And she's like, will you really? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, okay. So
why would you offer to drive? You don't have a driver's license.
No, I don't.
You certainly, according to you, weren't drunk.
No, I was not.
So there's no excuse for you saying that I'll get behind the wheel of a car when that's against the law.
Well, I didn't want Kayla to drive because I didn't know if she was going to drive, so
let Josh walk. That's what he has legs for.
Yes, I know.
Like Abraham Lincoln. I mean, I would like to hear all the rest of the excuses, Miss Stephanie.
So we were standing there, and then Kayla showed me her keys, and me, her, and another friend walked outside to the car, and there's a couple of our friends standing outside, and they were smoking cigarettes. I got into the car, and I didn't want to go by myself, so I invited Christina and Felipe to go. So we got into the car, I started the car, and Kayla came out and talked to me, and she said, are you going to be okay to have your seatbelt on? And I said, yes. So she shut the door, and she goes, make sure you're back in 20 minutes. And I was like, okay, and I went to bring him home.
So what you're telling me is Kaylee couldn't drive because she was too drunk?
Yes.
And you weren't because you didn't have any alcohol?
No, I wasn't there for long.
Okay. Miss Mark, you can stand up now. Now you can tell me why you think your daughter is not responsible.
I don't think she's responsible because she doesn't have a valid license, and Kayla knew this.
Okay. Now, when you get someone's permission to do something, and they are incapable of giving you permission, that's like having no permission.
Okay.
You can be incapable of giving permission because you're in a coma, you're mentally challenged, you are high on drugs, you're loaded on alcohol, but if you are in any way incapacitated, you can't give a valid permission. Let me give you an example. If you're out with a young man and he knows that you're drunk and he wants to have sex, and he does, and he knows you're drunk, and you say, I didn't give permission. He knew I was drunk. He knew I couldn't consent. He did this against my will. And you'd be right. Now, your daughter just told me that she didn't have anything to drink. Now, I don't believe her necessarily. But that's what she told me, because that's what the good story would be, that she didn't have anything to drink. That, by the way, Miss Mark, is a lie.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Your daughter has no reason to be in a situation where she can be high, drunk with a beer, and have keys to your car.
And later today,
I don't like it when somebody plays cute with me. It suggests that you think that you are smarter than I am, And he knows that that's a very dangerous thing to do.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Kayla Riley says her former friend, 15-year-old Stephanie Sherman, wrecked her Mazda MX-3. Stephanie says Kayla gave her permission to drive it.
She didn't have anything to drink. So she knew she was 15. She knew she had no permission getting behind the wheel of a car. She knew she couldn't get anybody else's permission to drive a car. Can't drive yours, can she? No. No. And according to her, she knew or believed that the reason she couldn't drive to give Josh a ride home was because she was drunk. Because that's what she just told me. She said, Kaylee said to her, I can't drive, I'm too what? Clocked, cocked, whatever it is. I'm too drunk. That's what the connotation was. So she was incapable of giving her permission. According to your daughter, who's lying, by the way. But I'll take it. Now, your daughter has no reason at 17 to be in a situation where she can be high, drunk with a beer, and have keys to your car.
I understand that.
So what do you think, Miss Riley, is reasonable with regard to the damage to your car?
The deductible and the difference I paid for the car.
What was the damage to your car?
They totaled it.
And so what is your out-of-pocket expense? How much did you pay for the car, and how much did you get from insurance?
Okay, I paid for the car $24.75 in May. What I received from the insurance company was $1741.75.
That leaves a difference of $734. Now, did you buy this car for your daughter, or was it your car?
No, I bought it for her.
You bought it for her? Yes. Does she now have another car?
No.
That's good. She doesn't need one. 734 divided by 2. 50% for you, 50% for you. Equals $367. You think you're 50% responsible, or your daughter is, for the damage to the car?
We both are. Yes.
Good. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $367. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
The kid that I was bringing home just went to go grab the steering wheel, and I got nervous, so I turned and I hit the curb. I just should never let anybody else drive my car.
At least she knows better than to get behind the wheel of a car when she's drinking.
I got burns on my face and down my neck, and I got a black eye and like big fat lips.
She could have been killed and everybody else in their car.
There was no responsibility. There was no adults.
It was a mistake, and I paid for it.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Clark versus Oaks, step forward, please.
Truck driver Michael Clark is suing his former friend, interior designer Deborah Oaks, for the value of a '92 Acura. Deborah is countersuing, claiming Michael breached their contract when he repoed the vehicle.
Mr. Clark, you and Miss Oaks had been friends, according to what I read in your complaint, and you laid out money for her for a car.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you claimed that she did not pay pursuant to your agreement, which was she was supposed to pay every month. You repossessed the car. She refuses to sign the title over to you, which means that the car is virtually worthless to you. And you want her to either sign the car over to you, or you want the value of the car.
In addition to some rental for the time that she had it, she was renting a car.
Just a sec. I didn't ask you for a whole story.
Sorry.
That's about what your case is.
Yes.
Ms. Oaks says that she was not in default of her payment, that you repossessed the car prematurely, and that she is counterclaiming for $5,000 for a whole bunch of nonsense, because she says that by the time you repossessed the car, then she didn't have a car and she couldn't get to work. She lost her job. She lost her life. She had to rent a car, which she wouldn't have had to rent if you didn't repossess the car. That's your counterclaim.
Right.
How long had you been friends?
A few months.
Where did you meet her?
Through a mutual friend.
Did you have a dating relationship?
No, we just hit it off. I felt that we were going to be very good friends. I was interested in dating her if it came down to that. If it didn't, that was fine. But shortly after we met, her car took a dive, and she needed a vehicle. She rented one, and over the course of about a month, she claimed she paid about $3,000 for a rental. Now, I thought that's ridiculous. You know, I've got this money sitting in the bank. Why don't I loan you the money for a car, but get you a car. If you can pay that rental, you can pay me back. And so we went out shopping for a car. We found one we really liked, and she was supposed to have half to a third of the money within a week from her father, who was going to help her with it. That never materialized.
When was the car purchased?
The car was purchased on December the 4th. On December 5th...
Listen to me, Mr. Clark. I work much better when I ask the questions.
Okay.
purchased the car on December the 4th. Now, Ms. Oakes, it was your agreement that payments were going to be made directly to Mr. Clark.
Yes, it was.
In what increments?
A minimum of $200 per month by the 15th of each month, beginning in January.
And you made a written agreement with regard to that?
Yes.
I'd like to see the written agreement.
Well, this is the original.
All I want to see is the original agreement that you signed with him.
Your Honor. Sorry.
You know, Miss Oakes, I don't like it when somebody plays cute with me because it suggests that you think that you are smarter than I am. And he knows that that's a very dangerous thing to do because it is highly unlikely that that's true. You have a typed agreement, and your typed agreement says that the money is to be paid on the 15th of each month. Yours has, in your handwriting, starting in January.
Because we had a verbal...
I'm speaking. His copy doesn't have that. Mr. Clark says that you didn't make the payment in December. He waited until the first week in
January.
And he took the car back because you had breached the agreement. Your defense is that according to your agreement, it wasn't supposed to start until January 15th. So therefore, you were not late in your payment. But you wrote that in. And it's not in his contract.
That was to our verbal agreement. Those were my personal
You don't
notes.
have a verbal agreement other than that which is contained within the four corners of this contract. Who's got the title?
I do, Your Honor.
Can I see it, please? When did you first ask her for the money, sir?
I'd been hitting her up ever since we got the car because the money from her father was supposed to come in, and she did tell me that her uncle had died.
That's not true.
Her parents were coming into town, and when I asked her for money, she said, well, they spent all the money on airfare. I don't know how much is going to be there, da-da-da-da-da. Well, the uncle wasn't part of our agreement.
Before we go any further, I want each of them to sign the title to the car so that when I make a decision, it's all signed off on. He under his, she under hers, and then give it back to me. And then I'll take it back, Bert. After she signs it, I'll take it back. On what date, Mr. Clark, did you take possession of the car?
It was on the 10th of January, and I was assaulted in doing so.
How were you assaulted, sir?
She came out, I put a club on it because she was blocked in, so I couldn't get the car out. She came out, when she saw the club, she became irate, saw me in the parking lot next to me and started yelling at me. And I walked over, tell her she's late, she defaulted on the loan. And that's when she turned around and cold cocked me. Her ring caught my cheek, drew blood. At that point, I figured...
Did you file a police report?
No, I did not.
Why not?
I was at the desk to do it, and the police called on my cell phone. I answered it. They asked me to come back to the scene. I went back there. I asked to have her arrested. They wouldn't arrest her. They told me they were going to arrest me. And I explained to them it was my vehicle. We spoke to the watch commander. Watch commander told them that they can't arrest me.
Now, would you give this, please, to Mr. Clark? Now, Ms. Oakes, I'm going to hear your counterclaim.
In rebuttal to what he has said here, first of all, I offered that day when he came to my office.
You mean on the 10th of January?
Exactly. Caused a total scene. My boss was the one who called the police.
Okay.
Because of his reaction. Now, I offered him that day to pay him $500. He would not accept my money.
Ms. Oakes, he had contacted you prior to that to make a payment in December. And if you had the money, why didn't you make the payment in December?
Because he did not ask me for the money at that time. And as far as I was concerned...
What did he ask you for? Shh. What did he ask you for when he contacted you in December?
Do you want to go to lunch?
Is that true?
That's an absolute lie.
Okay, let's hear the rest of your counterclaim.
As a result of him taking the car, I've had to incur rental fees for the car.
Well, you had rental fees before that.
Yes, I had.
So that even prior to this, you were renting a car. It's not as if you sold a car in order because he gave you the money for this car. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Yes. At the time that he came to me with this offer of buying the car, I had another option. I chose not to go with that option, which was
what?
To get a car with somebody else.
What do you mean get a car? Why don't you get a car by
family friend was
yourself?
going to loan me their car.
Miss Oaks, grow up. You have a car now?
No, I don't.
Well, get one.
Yeah, I'd like to if I had the money.
Get one.
But I've lost my job.
What do you want from
because
him?
of him, I lost my job. Because I don't have a car to go to and from work and to do the responsibilities I have throughout the day at my business.
Why don't you
because
rent
he gave me no notice whatsoever and took my car out of the parking lot.
You just said, listen to me.
Because
Miss
I lost
Oaks,
my job.
Miss
I
Oaks,
took on
I'm
salary
speaking.
for
Don't
it.
speak over me. How much did the rental car cost you for the month prior, from November 5th to December 5th? How much did it cost you?
A couple $1,000s total.
Well, he just saved you a couple of $1,000s by not having to rent a car for that entire month.
The reason he chose to bring this up to me and offer me this deal was because I had turned in the rental car that I had previous to this because I could no longer afford it. That was what happened.
How old are you? How old are you, my dear?
32.
32. Take care of yourself.
I'm
Mr.
trying.
Clark, you now have the title. You can now go and sell the car. Do you understand?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Probably have to sell it at a little bit of a loss. It'll teach you, you know, you got to think with your brain, this part of your body,
I realize
not any
that.
other part of your body. Do you understand? You think with this part of your body. Miss Oaks, you're 32 years old. Take care of yourself. Counterclaims dismissed. That's
Thank
all.
you.
Seated, ma'am, have a seat.
Mr. Jabari, you and the defendant were in a relationship and you lived together
Yes, Your
until
Honor.
sometime in May of last year.
Yes, Your Honor.
According to your complaint, you believe that Ms. Gagliano is responsible for several things. First, for an assault that you allege she perpetrated on you on that day. Second, you claim that she filed a false application for a restraining order against you, which caused you to incur some fees. You want her to be responsible, in addition, for a hotel that you had to pay for when she filed these false charges and you were forced to leave the home.
Yes.
The defendant says that you actually did, in fact, assault her. She says that in addition, she had to, since she was arrested, she had to stay in an apartment for a couple of weeks while you were living in her home. And in addition, when she finally was allowed back into the home, she found that the place was a mess and that you allegedly took some property that didn't belong to you. When did this incident occur?
May 24th, 2000.
And how long have the two of you been living together
Just
at that
over
time?
2 years.
So why don't you start by telling me what happened on the 24th of May?
Well, on May 24th, I had picked her up from the airport because she had been at her family's because her father had passed away. And, you know, we came into the apartment and I went into the bedroom and I got on the computer because I was looking for a rental car. And she right away started getting irate with me and yelling at me.
Why was she yelling at you?
We had conversations to the fact that we weren't getting along, that there was some issues.
Before she went away or when she was...
While she was away,
While she
I
was
had brought it to her attention that I felt like I was just a roommate. You know, I'm paying bills and I'm living there, but there's nothing else. So we discussed that when she got back, we would talk. As soon as she got back, she didn't say nothing on the car ride back from the airport. She got into the apartment and she flipped out.
Well, tell me how she flipped out, sir. What
She
did she
started throwing stuff, my golf clubs across the room. She wiped off everything off the desk and the dresser.
Well, what was it that precipitated that? Something usually happens before.
Nothing. She was just, I couldn't understand. This is a shock to me because she was never like this. So she continued to get irate and she's like, I want you out of here.
Were you not sympathetic to her?
I was.
Okay.
And I said, you want me out of here? Call the cops. She refused to call the cops. So she got in my face, clenched her fists, and turned red, and she was gritting her teeth, and she's like, pushing towards me like she wanted me to hit her. And I just backed away. I said, you need to get out of here. You need to go sit down and go do something because I don't need to deal with this. She's like, I want you out. I said, here, call 911. I typed 911 in my cell phone, and I went to hand it to her. She wouldn't take it. She finally walked out of the room. I sat down at the desk. I was on the computer chair. And a couple minutes later, she came back in and she lunged at me on the chair and started digging into my face. So I had 911 programmed in the phone, so all I did was hit send. And I got the dispatcher. And I told him, she's attacking me. You need to send somebody here now. And she got up and she was hysterical and she went out in the other room. The dispatcher told me, lock the door, stay away from her, and stay on the phone with him, which I did. Police officers arrived and that's when they started investigating.
Do you have the police report?
Yes, I do.
I'd like to see it, please.
There's also pictures on there, too.
All right. Why don't you tell me your version of the events, please?
My version is that I was with my mom because my dad had passed away, and I was there for a month from April 9th to May 24th. During this time, I received a phone bill, And I noticed he was calling this, making outgoing and receiving ingoing calls from this same number. And I questioned him about it, and he says he had fallen in love with this other person, and I didn't want him to be with me if he was in love with someone else or having relations with other people.
When did he tell you that?
I don't know the exact date.
Well, is it when you were away? Or
it was when I was at my mom's house.
Okay.
It was at my mom's house, and we had conversations for him to leave because we were both unhappy in the relationship. Because it was pretty much...
So far, does that ring a bell?
I never said that I was in love with this, but that is true that there was some calls, but it was never discussed like that.
Well, how was it discussed?
Like I had told you previously, I was unhappy, and I felt like we were roommates, and she agreed that it was like we're roommates.
Oh, so you became involved with somebody else?
No, I didn't, Your Honor.
Well,
it was a friend of mine that she accused me of cheating on her with.
You know, there's all kinds of cheating,
right,
sir. There's emotional cheating, there's physical cheating. You were having conversations with another woman, correct?
Yes, a friend.
Okay, go ahead. So you got back from...
I got back from Myrtle Beach, and I was unpacking my suitcase, and I had asked him to leave the apartment twice because I was really upset, and he was cursing at me, calling me bad things. And
no, that didn't start. That doesn't make sense. He picked you up from the airport.
We were talking, and he said we didn't talk on the way home. We were talking on the way home.
He picked you up from the airport. He didn't say take a cab home, take a car service home. He picked you up from the airport.
With my car.
I don't care whether he picked you up with your car or not. He picked you up at the airport, correct?
Right.
And there was no scene at the airport.
In the car there was.
I said there was no scene in the airport. And when you got home, he just started to curse you? Is that what you're telling me? That doesn't make sense. Makes sense that you were angry with him because of what you saw on the phone bill, but it doesn't make sense that he would start cursing at you.
Well, because I told him I didn't love him. We had discussed that we wanted to separate, and I had asked him to leave, and he said no, and he became very violent.
Well, tell me what he did.
I went over to the desk to get...
Make sure it's consistent with this police report.
I went over to the desk because I saw my car keys on there, and I didn't want him leaving with my car. I should have just let him leave with my car and reported the car.
Don't tell me what you should have done, just tell me what you did.
So I went over to the desk to just grab my car keys, and he grabbed me by the neck and was holding me by the neck. And then once he had me by the neck, I tried to get him to release me, so I scratched him on the face.
Police officers said, I observed Michelle's neck and did not see any marks or any form of injury. At the headquarters, Michelle stated that Joseph slammed the door in her face and injured her back when he jumped on her. Michelle made no claim of these actions when Sergeant and I were at her residence, and there were no injuries or marks consistent with her statement. He advised that while she was in the holding cell, Michelle did not confide any information that she was in fear of Joseph. Michelle was charged with simple...
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Joseph DeBari says his ex-girlfriend Michelle Gagliano owes for an assault, hotel fees, and for filing false charges. Michelle is countersuing for an assault, hotel fees, and damaged property.
Okay. You filed for a protective order on that date.
I was advised by...
And granted a protective order. Okay. Then you went back to the apartment.
Yes.
How long did you stay in the apartment?
It was 3 days.
When did you find out that the lease was in her name?
When I was removed from the apartment and I went to the office to ask them for a copy of the lease. Because all along I was under the assumption, because we filled out papers together when we got the apartment, I was supposed to be on the lease.
Did you ever sign a lease?
I signed a document stating that I was going to be a registered occupant.
Were you a registered occupant on the lease?
As far as I was concerned, yes.
Can I see the lease, please?
He wasn't, and the reason for that was because of his criminal background. And that's why I had to move from my original apartment where I lived, because they wouldn't let him live there because of his criminal background for fraud and embezzlement or whatever.
That's your choice. If it's true, and I don't know if it's true or not, that was your choice, right?
To live with him?
Yeah.
I know, but
that was your choice.
Yeah, right.
I mean, you didn't find out anything new about his criminal background after you moved from one apartment to another. You chose to live with him, right?
Yeah.
So you were there 3 days. And then what happened, sir?
I got a knock on the door, 2 police officers telling me I had to leave. They came in and they said, if you don't leave, we're going to arrest you. And this was at 5 o'clock. So I was like, this is wrong. I'm supposed to be here. You know, the court said I should be here. Well, you have to deal with them. It's after hours. You have to leave. So I left. I had a friend of mine pick me up and take me to a hotel. So I had contacted the courts and also the district attorney. And he stated to me, why are you out of the apartment? You have every right to be there.
Don't tell me what he stated to you, sir. That's hearsay.
To go back. So I went back after 4 days.
Okay, and?
And then our court proceedings continued. It was a 2-week adjournment. And after that, I decided to get my stuff.
And leave.
And leave. And just bring the keys to court.
Well, that's a very good idea.
I didn't want no trouble.
That's a very good idea. I believe his version of the events, and I do not believe yours.
Sorry.
I believe that you assaulted him, that there was a terrible altercation, and that you filed a restraining order subsequently. Unless you have medical records. You have medical records?
I went to the emergency room.
Just a second. I want to see the medical records. I want to see what the physical manifestation was of this alleged assault.
And there's pictures, too.
I'm not looking at any pictures. The police officer memorialized exactly what they saw when they came to the premises. So you went to the emergency room the next day?
Yes.
Not that day. You went the next day. And then you went 3 days later.
Because I tried
Don't tell me what they said. I'm just asking you for objective data. You went the next day to the emergency room. And then you went 3 days after that. I'm just reading the records.
It was a holiday weekend.
Don't tell me what it was.
And I tried to do it that day, but they told me I couldn't.
Don't tell me what they told you, madam. That's hearsay. You can always go to the emergency room.
I mean, for me to, I tried to file a...
You can always go to the emergency room.
No, I know that. I'm not...
I just made a simple statement. The simple statement was you went to the emergency room the next day.
Yes.
Who took the photographs that you want to show me?
I did. I took them in the hotel room because I had to stay at a hotel for 11 days. And I took them before I went to the emergency room.
On what date?
On the 25th of May.
I want to look at them. It's nonsense. Okay. You were asked to leave because of what?
That she filed a complaint against me.
When did you file a complaint against him?
It was when the courts reopened on Tuesday or Wednesday.
I'd like to see the complaint. You give so many different versions of this event to the police, to the doctors in the hospital, in your application for a protective order, and to me. In one narrative of the event, you say he slammed a door in your face and pushed you down. You told me he grabbed you by the throat, and that's what caused you to scratch him. Here you say that you went to grab a set of keys off the desk, he grabbed you by the neck and threw you down, and was holding you down by the neck.
He was.
Well, that's not what you told the doctors in the hospital.
I told them the same thing.
Do you want me to read what you told them?
I read it, and she wrote it.
She wrote it down differently.
She did.
Yeah. I believe that she filed this in retaliation, so you're filing the protective order. What expenses did you have with regard to defending the protective order?
I had $300 in a hotel for 4 days.
Let me see the bill.
This is my bank statement. There's 2 days on there, and 2 days I paid cash. I understand.
How much were the 2 days that are down there?
$74 a day.
I'm dismissing the part of your claim that seeks compensation for an assault. I do not believe you were assaulted. I believe he was. I believe you lost your temper, and that's what happened. I believe that you filed a restraining order against him in retaliation for his filing one so that you could get back into your apartment. That's what you did, and it didn't work. So I'm not awarding you anything on your counterclaim for the 2 weeks that you had to stay in a hotel room. You had to stay in a hotel room because you assaulted him, and he had a protective order. Now we're going to talk about your property. What do you claim that he took that belonged to you when he left?
He took a $200 blender. He took a digital photo frame. He took a business card case that I had. It all added up to...
Don't tell me what it added up to. I want to hear what he took.
He took
Keep going.
a wheeled laptop bag, a big Yankee clock that was on the wall, and that's it.
Did you take any of those items that belonged to him?
No, Your Honor. I took what was mine, just my clothes.
Did you ever file a police report with regard to items that he took?
No.
Why not?
Because when we went to court, he told my lawyer to tell me
No, don't tell me what he told your lawyer. After you got home, you're not a stranger now to the system. So now you can go back and file a police report that he stole items that belonged to you.
Okay.
Did you ever do that?
No, I didn't think I had to
Good.
do that.
Your counterclaim's dismissed.
Okay.
I'm awarding you, sir, $648, which is $148 for your hotel room and $500 for your scratches. That's all. Step out.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
He gets away with lies.
I didn't realize she was full of lies. I just knew that we didn't have a relationship.
He's just a shady person.
It was just getting worse, and I just wasn't happy.
He's just shady, manipulative, and he lies.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Flint versus White. Step forward.
26-year-old Melissa Flint is suing her ex-boyfriend, 26-year-old Brian White, for the unpaid balance on a furniture set and a television.
Miss Flint, you and Mr. White had a brief relationship, and according to your complaint, he owes you money for furniture and a television set that you put on your credit card.
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. White says he doesn't owe you anything, although he is sitting on the furniture and watching the television.
Yes, ma'am.
How long did the two of you date?
We dated approximately 2 months.
From when to when?
We started dating the middle of December to about the middle of February.
And when did he move into this apartment that needed furniture?
He was moving the weekend of the 19th of January of 2008.
So far correct, Mr. White?
I thought we dated a lot longer than that.
It just seemed longer, Mr. White.
Possibly, but no. I do recall at least being with her through March and maybe some of April.
Fine. Where were you living, Miss Flint?
I was living in an apartment of my own in Kansas City.
How long had you been living there?
I moved in July of 2007.
And Mr. White, where had you been living previous to this apartment?
I lived with my father.
What kind of work were you doing?
I was a sales rep for a company called Service Manager.
Miss Flint had her own apartment, you had your apartment. Why would she buy you furniture?
It's a good question.
No. I always ask good questions, Mr. White.
Yes, ma'am.
That's why I'm here. I expect from you a truthful answer.
I will give you a truthful answer.
Then get to it.
Okay. She was with me at the time that I was moving out of my father's house. My roommate and I didn't have a bedroom or a TV, a nice TV.
So you're moving in with a
downstairs.
roommate?
I moved in with a roommate, yes. I did.
Go ahead.
Anyways, as we got down to it, we were beginning to move in. I still did not have a TV or a bedroom set. She was willing to.
No, not she was willing to. I want you to tell me how it came about.
Well, I asked her if
What did you ask her?
If she would help me purchase a bedroom and a TV.
And what did she say?
She said yes.
And what did you say?
I said I would help make payments.
Then why are we here?
Because at the time we were together.
No, don't look down. Then why are we here?
Because at the time when we were together, she said she would help make payments with me. At the time that we broke up, I found out that she was with her ex-boyfriend.
Who cares?
I stopped making payments.
On what theory?
I looked at it as a gift.
He has really no defense to this. The fact that he didn't like the reason for your breakup is not a reason not to pay the bill.
We were together when she helped me purchase these. We went into it together.
No, you didn't go into it together, sir.
Yes,
if you lived together in an apartment with her, I would hear you. She had her own apartment. You moved in with a roommate. Listen to me. You moved in with a roommate. According to your testimony, not more than 3 minutes ago, you said you had an understanding. She said, can you help me buy the furniture? She said yes. And what was your understanding? She bought the furniture and I would make the payments. That's what you just said.
I said I would help with the payments, ma'am.
When was the last time you helped with the payments?
The last time I helped is after we broke up. The month that we broke up, I made
Listen,
my last
you look
payment.
foolish enough. Don't say anything else. All right? You look like enough of a fool. Say nothing else. You don't want your father to see this. $2,158. Judgment for the plaintiff. Thank you. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
She got back with the next boyfriend?
We weren't even dating. We didn't talk for...
Yeah, it's case number 17 on the calendar in the matter of Fitzgerald versus Kolonowski.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Judge. Parties have been sworn in. You may be seated. Folks, have a seat.
Are you Derek?
Yep.
Yes is the answer.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sit up and look as if you're paying attention. Up. Sit up straight. Look like you're paying attention to me. You look very bored.
Straight.
All right. Would you believe that these two women are actually fighting over this? Ladies, get it. Why in the world would you, for any reason, go after each other over a guy?
She went after me.
No. She went after me. She went after me. I don't get it. And now that I see it, I for sure don't get it.
Forget it once I explain
Now,
it.
listen to me. You made a baby with him?
Yes.
And you were living with him?
Yes.
Are you still living with him? No. Are you living with him?
No.
You see what happens? The only thing you got is a baby.
And damaged property.
No. The only thing you got is a baby.
She's
Damaged
almost
property
9.
goes away.
Yeah, I have a daughter that he doesn't care about.
That's right.
No.
That's just a second. I mean, it's a good lesson. Would you ever let your daughter hook up with somebody who wasn't ready to commit to you?
No.
No, of course not. How old are you?
I'm going to be 30 this year.
Is this your only child?
Yep.
Okay. Your lawsuit says that at some point you got into an altercation with the defendant, she got into an altercation with you, and she damaged your car. She says that you started it, you damaged her car, she's got a counterclaim. That's what the case is about.
Right. And my boots.
So, I deal with it. It's all totally irrelevant compared to the much larger picture of ruined lives and disappointments and children without fathers. The damage to your car is this big.
Mm-hmm.
The two of you used to be friends, right? All right. So, when did this incident occur with the car?
March 3rd, 2009.
Put your hand down.
I'm sorry.
Go.
On March 3rd, 2009, Derek Zazeta, my daughter's father, was working on my car in his neighbor's driveway across the street.
Just a second. He's working on your car, so you had a reasonable relationship with him.
Yes.
And you called him to come to fix your car?
My whole exhaust system fell off. Yes.
That requires a yes or no, not an exhaust. You called him to come and fix your car?
Yes.
When did you call him?
The night before.
And when did he show up?
The next day.
In the morning?
Yep. Yes.
Yes is the answer.
I know.
What time in the morning?
It was before noon.
And where was he living at the time?
I was at my friend Lori's house, and he lives kitty corner across the street from her.
Now, what were you doing at your friend's house?
I went over there because I couldn't go to his house because Christy was there.
Why didn't he come to your house?
Because all his tools are in his friend's garage across the street.
So that's
okay. He said, bring the car over and I'll take a look at it.
Yes.
Where do you live in relation to
I was
this?
living with Derek in November of 2008.
Listen to me.
I
didn't ask you. Listen to me.
Sorry.
I have questions. You answer the questions.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't go beyond the scope of my question. If I want you to go further, I'll tell you. Otherwise, just answer the questions. On March 3rd, 2009, where were you living?
I was living on Centerline in my apartment.
Where is that in relation to where Derek was living and where her friend was living?
I was staying with him off and on.
Were you
Just
staying? Shh. Were you staying with him on the night of March the 2nd?
Yes.
Okay, so you were at his house?
Yes.
Were you at his house the night before when he got a call from Miss Fitzgerald to fix her car?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I assume that when you were at his house and he got the call, you were annoyed.
No. I do not have any problem with him fixing her car because they have an understanding with the daughter thing.
So just a second. Put your hand down. So you had no problem. So you slept together that night, and the next day he left to go over to fix the car.
Yes.
Did you have any words in the morning with him?
Yes.
What did you have words about in the morning?
He was going across the street to fix Katie's car, and I went back to sleep.
When I meant words, I meant unpleasant words.
No, there was no unpleasant words.
Nothing.
Nope.
Okay. So now he went across the street to fix her car.
Correct.
Go.
She's lying.
Nope. I don't want to hear she's lying. I wanted you to tell me the story.
Okay.
Now he comes over at noon to fix your car.
Okay, he came over to weld up my exhaust system, and when he came in to tell me it was done, she was in my friend's driveway, and as I got in my car...
She was in your friend's driveway?
Yes, Derek,
in her car?
Derek, my friend Angela, and myself got in my car to pick up my daughter from school, and she got mad.
Shh, don't tell me what she got mad. Don't tell me
well,
mad.
she blocked the driveway, wouldn't let me out, so I had to go over the curb to get out of the driveway. And on the diagram over here, it shows what happened after that.
Just a second.
It's news to me.
What time was this? He came over a little before noon.
This was about 1 or 2.
It was 3:30.
It was not 3:30.
It
I have the
was.
ticket.
I have the ticket from 5:11.
Don't.
It's not 5:11.
If it's not 1, 2, 3,
3:11.
I'm going to throw you out. You're going to get thrown out. And you right after her.
Sorry. I have the ticket.
I don't care what you have unless I'm asking you a question.
Yes, ma'am.
How old is your daughter?
She's 8.5.
And what kind of school does she go to that gets out at 1? I'm speaking. You let me finish. What kind of school does she go to that lets out at 1:30?
We were actually going back to my house first, then we were going to pick her up from school.
What were you going back to your house for?
Just to get away from Christy. So Derek and I could spend time.
So it was a lie that you were going to pick up your daughter?
No, we weren't.
No, it was a lie that you were going to pick up your daughter. You weren't going to pick up your daughter. You were going back to your house so you could spend time with Derek. That's what you started to tell me.
I wasn't spending time with Derek.
Who
he
was?
wanted to spend time with his girlfriend that he was trying to get back together with, Angela.
Fine. So what you were doing, hey, I'm speaking.
Okay.
So you were facilitating him spending time with his girlfriend?
Yes.
X.
Great. You all deserve each other.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Katie Fitzgerald claims former friend Christy Kolonowski purposely rammed her vehicle during an argument over a man.
Now, she's blocked your car because she's been with him the night before. Excuse me, I have to put my glasses on and take a better look at this.
He's not worth it, believe me.
You're telling me?
He's not.
So what's happening, Miss Fitzgerald, is You know that the defendant was at his house the night before. You know that they slept in the same bed probably the night before. And he used to be your boyfriend, father
Years
of your
ago.
child. Let me just understand this. So you called him to come and fix your exhaust system, and you were facilitating. You know what that means? You were making it easy for him, used to be your boyfriend, currently her boyfriend, to get back together with this person by going back to your house to spend time with her out of the eye shot and earshot of this defendant.
Yeah.
I just want to know what's going on. And it is your claim that she got angry and she blocked the driveway. And then what happened?
Are you asking me?
I am asking
Then
you.
I backed out of the driveway over the curb, and in the diagram, if you would like me to explain the diagram, I would. But
I don't need you to. Just
Okay.
tell me.
I backed out of the driveway. There's skid marks. I have pictures of skid marks on the
Just
street.
tell me. You backed out of your driveway, but you couldn't get over your driveway, so you
so
took
I went over the
I'm
curb.
speaking. So you took the car that he just fixed and you went over the curb with it
Had no
to
choice.
get away so that he could have some private time with her.
And then...
I'm getting this right?
Yes.
You're taking your car. What do you do for a living?
I don't work.
You have to work.
I'm
If you-
disabled.
You're not too disabled to get behind the wheel of a car.
No.
Drive
but I
over a curb.
I didn't want to hit her car. I had to leave, though, because she was going crazy.
You didn't have to leave. She's going crazy. You go in your house. You call 911. You say someone is blocking my driveway. Hey, I'm not talking to you.
I know, I'm so sorry. Because it's just.
You just call the
a lie.
police.
We did
Your
call the police.
counterclaim's dismissed.
I'm sorry.
Counterclaim's dismissed. Now we're going to continue. Now you got it? Good. That's what a normal person does. Now, do you have a psychiatric disability?
No.
Well, if you don't have a psychiatric disability, and I'm not going to
Right.
ask you what the nature of your disability is that prevents you from working.
It's post-traumatic stress.
That would be a psychiatric disability.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I didn't know.
Well, you should know. If the reason that the government is taking care of you is because you have post-traumatic stress from something.
It was from a head injury.
From
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
You should get a job. It would keep you out of
I
trouble.
do want to get a job.
You should get a job, any kind of a job.
I do.
It would keep you out of trouble.
I want to work in the casino.
It would keep you out of trouble. It would keep you from machinating and ruminating about stupid things. All right, so now you're going over a curb when you and, what's your name?
Angela,
And how old are you, Angela?
32.
32. What do you do for a living?
I'm a painter,
House painter or a
Yes.
portrait painter?
house painter.
But you weren't working, I assume, on this day.
I was not.
Go ahead. So you backed over the curb. Go.
And I was going down the street, and she sped off behind me. I have skid marks.
Sped off behind you
and tried to hit me the whole way down the street. And then she
And?
was swerving around me, and she swerved to go around me and rammed right into the passenger rear of my car. And I have a picture of my bumper. I have an estimate for the frame that she bent on my car. And I got a careless driving ticket because we were both going at top. We were screaming at each other. She jumped out and kicked my car.
Just a second. So you were both screaming at each other, and you were both driving your car recklessly in order to get, because you both got citations.
Well, they just
Correct?
didn't want to deal with it.
Did you both get citations?
Yes, we did.
Well, I have a violation of driving on a restricted license because I was trying to leave the scene just to avoid conflict, and it was a cat and mouse down the street.
I gather
She
that
was
that's exactly
speeding
what it
up.
was. I gather that's exactly what it was.
And when I went to go turn down Elsa, which it's not on the diagram, she cut me off, so that's how I got my front end clipped. And my witness right here, he's seen it all.
I
and
want to
was there.
explain something to you. The person that I want to least hear from in this world today is him.
Yeah, I know, Your Honor. I'm so sorry.
You understand?
I understand that.
Now, I don't think that either one of you, based upon what you just told me, acted appropriately that day.
I was just trying to get out of there.
I packed.
You didn't have to get out.
She was waiting there
You
for
didn't
me
have to get out.
You cut
All you
me
had,
off.
hey, based upon what
How
you
do
told
cut somebody off on a side
When I'm
street?
trying to turn
Your
down a
claim
side
is
street,
I'm
dismissed.
sorry. I'm
Do you
sorry.
understand?
No, I'm sorry.
No.
She
said,
keeps
how many
going-
times
I'm
did you say
sorry.
I'm sorry?
No, I'm
I
not gonna
dismissed her
talk
claim.
unless you talk.
I dismissed her claim.
I'm sorry.
Your claim's dismissed. Dismissed. I would have dismissed it anyway. You don't hear. You have to be more involved with your life and less involved with the lives of other people. Do you get it?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know what kind of stupidity you were involved with that day, because I'm not hearing this counterclaim of yours that she hit your car and that she's responsible for the accident. You both behaved badly.
I should have called the cops in the first place.
That's right. Or gone into the house and not arranged for this assignation between Prince Charming over here and your unemployed painter friend. Do you get it?
Yes.
Do you get it?
Yes.
Goodbye.
What about my boots?
Step out.
Thank you.
She turned my daughter's father against his own daughter.
I already know how my kid's ma is.
I'm going after him for child support, so the loser better get a job.
I'll pay child support, and she can go pay a real mechanic, a real collision shop, real prices, and see how far that goes.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Bourgeois versus Lesserson. Step forward, please.
Carol Bourgeois is suing her former employee, Sarah Lesserson, for damage to her home, a broken cell phone, the cost to change her locks, and lost wages.
Ms. Bourgeois, you hired the defendant as a personal assistant. Things didn't work out. The relationship of employer-employee ended badly. According to what I read in your complaint and your answer, there came a time when Miss Lesserson, terminating herself from your employ, asked for her final paycheck, something that you did not give her immediately. Subsequently, she sued you in small claims court for her paycheck. So far, correct?
Yes.
And you lost, and you were directed by the judge to return her paycheck. You appealed that decision, and within the last several months, your appeal was rejected. So far, is that correct?
Correct. Yes, Your Honor.
Did you get your paycheck?
I did, Your Honor.
And I also read between the lines here, and at that time you also raised before the judge in that small claims hearing the fact that you wanted a business cell phone back. Correct?
Correct. Amongst other things, yes.
Talking about the cell phone?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the judge directed that the cell phone be returned. When did you return the cell phone?
I returned it in August when we were in court. I had brought that along with other
August of 2008. And 8. Because you say that she damaged the cell phone. That I'm not entertaining. That was already taken care of by another judge. And between August of 2008 and May of 2009, if you had a complaint about the cell phone, you should have filed it, not waited until after your appeal was denied. Do we understand each other?
Yes.
Good. In addition, you are suing her because you say when she came to your office to collect her paycheck, she assaulted you.
Correct.
Something I assume you raised at some point. Is that right?
Yes.
When did you raise this assault?
I believe it was mentioned during the paycheck, but the judge wasn't concerned with that and didn't address that because that was not the issue.
He could have. Because the same way that you're suing her now for the assault, you could have counterclaimed when she sued you for the paycheck for the assault. And it was raised before the judge,
right, but
correct?
out of ignorance, I thought that it would balance out. I didn't understand.
I'm dismissing the assault. You get one shot of the apple. You can't come and fetch and annoy courts because you lose an appeal. Do we understand each other?
Yes.
Unless you have a police report that suggests that you had visible injuries. Do you have a police report that indicates you had visible injuries?
I have photos, too.
I'm not interested in your photos. I'm interested in the police report.
Your Honor,
Don't speak. So far, you're not losing. So far, I got what this case is. It's a lot of nonsense. Somebody who's vindictive because they lost a case. I can see no signs of injury on Bourgeois' right arm or right cheek where she said she was slapped. Bourgeois could not tell me with what hand Lesserson slapped or grabbed her. Okay, that's what I thought. Because even if I believe that she slapped you, which I don't, there is no way that you lost any wages due to an assault and changed lock fees. You want to give me 30 seconds on changed lock fees? 30 seconds.
She cut my keys. She signed a receipt stating that she would return my house key. She said she was holding it hostage, and because she assaulted me, broke my gate, I had to call the police. She was screaming at me. I was afraid, so I had to call a locksmith to change my locks.
Madam, you lost the case. You've already had 2 bites of the apple. You had a trial. I'm speaking. You had a trial, and you had an appeal. Every issue that you raised before me, you could have raised, did raise, in some instances before another judge. You don't get to waste court's time 3 times. Do you understand?
Yes, but I did
That's
raise
all.
those.
The case is dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Parties are excused. In the matter of Bishop versus Schultz. Parties have been sworn in. You may be seated. Sir, have a seat, please.
Ms. Bishop, you and your family were renters in a 4-unit complex, according to what I read in your complaint. The other 3 apartments or condos were occupied by owners.
Right.
And it is your claim that the defendants did several things. First, they told untruths to the cooperative association and therefore your landlord.
Yes.
Causing you to be evicted.
Yes.
And next, you allege that the defendants, one or both of them, put needles in your laundry which got into your baby's pajamas, which caused injury to the baby.
But
shh. And you want to be compensated.
Yes, ma'am.
I assume that they did not put any needles in your laundry on purpose. If needles got into the laundry because Mrs. Schultz is a diabetic,
yes,
does use needles.
No.
Doesn't use needles.
No.
Okay, interesting. And in addition, that whatever statements they made to the landlord, your landlord, were true, and if you were evicted, it was because of your own conduct. That's their defense. I just want to check something. Well, I'm reading your answer, Mr. Schultz, and your answer says, my wife is diabetic, and when the plaintiff's husband brought the lancets to me...
There's a difference between lancets and needles.
Oh, okay, lancets.
Okay, yes.
So I used the wrong word.
Lancets.
When plaintiff's husband brought lancets to me, he said he found them in the washer. My wife is diabetic, but they did not look like the lancets my wife used. So we're using a different term.
Right,
needles,
right. Well, there
lancets.
is a difference between lancets and needles.
Okay. When did you move in, Mrs. Bishop, with your family?
August of 03.
And how many members were there in your family?
3, myself, my husband, and my baby.
How old is your baby?
1 year and 4 months.
Did you have trouble with Mr. and Mrs. Schultz or any of the other neighbors when you moved in?
Just the Schultz. No, the other neighbors were very kind and friendly, normal neighbors.
What happened with Mr. and Mrs. Schultz?
I think the first month or 2 was fine. We were friends.
Well, actually, it was...
I didn't ask you anything yet.
Mr. Schultz was very kind and helpful, showing us where the things were, telling us how things ran around there, like he was the
landlord. That was the first month or 2?
First month or 2. I understood from the neighbor in number 2, Tammy.
Don't tell me anything that a neighbor told you.
I understood she needed a kidney. So I went up and offered her a kidney and asked her what blood type she was. She said she was blood type AB. And we talked about it.
So, it's good.
To my best recollection. Anyway.
Go ahead.
So, just things started happening where the laundry park problems. They parked in a, his truck is very big, it's a Bronco, and it's blocked our space. When we moved in, we asked him several times to please move it. We can't get our car in the garage. Here's a violation that was written on my car because his car was parked in my space, so I had to scoot my car over the line. So I was ticketed because they called on me after we asked them to move the car and complained to the landlord.
Mr. Schultz, did you and the plaintiff and or her husband ever have a conversation with... Could you stand up and take your hand off your hip?
I'm sorry.
Did you and the plaintiff or her husband ever have a conversation with regard to your truck encroaching on their parking space?
No, not...
Never?
No.
Never?
No.
Your Honor?
No.
And actually...
However, excuse me, Your Honor, however, though, I did quite a few times ask them if they could move their car over because I couldn't get into my car, and she is...
Now, just 1 second.
Okay.
So there was a problem?
There was a problem.
Now, when there was a problem, it was because their car was parked too close to the line, yet their car was parked within their lines. But you have a very large car, and in order for you to get in and out of your spot, you wanted them to move their car further over.
To the other line.
I understand. Your wife is answering the question, sir. I mean, you know, I understand. She understands what I'm saying. You may want to give me a lot of baloney, but I'm not going to tolerate it. You asked them to move their car to the other side because you have a very large car and it was difficult for you to get in and out of your car. Is that a fair statement?
That would be a fair statement.
That's a fair statement. Okay. And what I assume happened is you parked it as close to the line as you possibly could. Is that what you're telling me?
Not necessarily, but
Not necessarily. Let me see the pictures. I'm 10 steps ahead of you, sir.
There's a picture
I'm
of a
10 steps
Bronco,
ahead of you.
And here's the rules and regulations.
Now, fortunately, we all come to our jobs, Mr. Schultz, with a life's experience.
I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, well, in this case, you may not be. Let's get to the rest of the complaints that were made, because that's what you're alleging. Let's get there, and let's get there fast.
Okay.
And then we'll get to the Lancets.
Okay.
What?
May I ask my witness to come up and explain?
Absolutely. Who are you?
I'm her husband, Brett Bishop.
Okay, do you have the complaints?
No, we do not have the complaints.
Well, then how am I supposed to adjudicate that part of
We
your
were not
claim?
able to get them from our landlord in time.
Well, then, yeah, I have to strike that part of your claim.
Okay, then I have nothing in that regard.
Good, fine. Then let's get to the needles incident.
I went out to get the baby's laundry out of the dryer. And
When was this?
January 29th. And found needles in the dryer, and I came back in the house and called my husband, and he told me that they might be hers because she's diabetic.
Okay. Do you have any of them with you?
Yes.
And this was before you put any clothes on the baby?
No.
What do you mean no?
Is similar of what the needles look like.
You see, what you state in your complaint is that your baby was uncomfortable, and the next morning you found needles in her pajamas. Then you went down to the laundry and you found needles. Now you tell me that on the 29th of January, you went down to the dryer and found needles in the dryer.
I got the needles out of the dryer, and I came back into the house and called the police.
Yes.
My husband came home at the same time.
Yes.
And he can pick it up from there.
The police officer went and spoke with Mrs. Schultz.
Listen to me. Were you there when the police officer spoke to Mrs. Schultz?
I was not in his presence. He spoke to her on her balcony. We waited in the house. He came down and told us what she said.
That's hearsay. I'll look at a police report if you have it.
Yeah, we have a police report. In that police report, she admits that the needles were hers.
Shh.
Sorry.
Now, according to the police report, I'm just telling you what the police report says.
Okay.
It says that you advised the police that the needles were left in your clothing by accident. I got it. What's next?
We have photographs of the needle, and we did not know that where the needle came from, where the scratches came from originally.
I don't know what scratches you're talking about, Matt. I have no clue as to what scratches you're talking about.
We found a needle later in my baby's diaper. After we phoned the police, we discovered that the scratches that were on her that were not on their.
I have no idea what you're talking about, madam. I asked you, tell me about the incident involving the needles.
Okay.
And you told me on the 29th of January you found needles in the laundry. And now you're talking to me about scratches, and I have no clue as to what you're talking about.
On the 28th night, I put my baby to bed. In the morning when she woke up, my husband...
It was on the 9th.
What are you telling me?
On the 9th, we put our baby to bed. I usually put the baby to bed, and she had no scratches to her labia area. She was very fussy that night. We thought she was teething. The next morning when I got up to take her to the nanny, I noticed when I was changing her, she had a dirty diaper, so I wiped her up and I noticed that there were scratches to her vagina area. We have pictures.
What kind of diapers do you use?
Pampers.
Well, how could she have scratches to her vaginal area?
That's where we're getting at, is the whole reason why we're here is the needles that this lady put in our laundry somehow got into our baby's diaper, scratched up her labia. We have pictures to document that. We have pictures of the needles and the emergency room doctor.
We dug through the diaper pail.
Saw those.
We have a diaper pail we keep the diapers in, and after discussing with the officer and finding out the needles 2 weeks later that she had got scratched from, we assumed we better look through the old diapers that we keep in the pail, which we have pictures of the diaper pail and the needle in the dirty diaper. So that's how we didn't know where the scratches came from.
But you don't put diapers in the wash.
Shh. Push it.
So we put 2 and 2 together and took her to the emergency room, and they wrote the report that needles stick to the labia. And they did the HIV test on her, hepatitis testing. And
So what you're telling me is, I mean, I don't know what these pictures show, madam. You're showing me a picture of a dirty diaper with a blue needle in it. Is that what you're showing me you found?
Yes.
I don't believe you. I don't believe that 2 weeks later you kept the dirty diapers in a pail.
The baby goes to the nanny Monday through Friday.
Let me explain something to you, madam. I do not believe that you kept dirty diapers in a pail from January 9th to January 30th. I don't believe it. It doesn't make sense. And if it doesn't make sense, it ain't true.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And later today,
I assume that you have a busy life. I want to know why you're suing him over swimsuit and shoes. I'm just curious. Yet you took time out to file a lawsuit about your swimsuit and shoes.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Renee Bishop says her former condo neighbors, Michelle and Perry Schultz, put needles into a laundry dryer, causing injury to her baby. Renee also claims the Schultzes lied to the landlord and got her evicted.
I believe that you probably found a couple of her needles in the dryer. That's a possibility. And maybe you figured you could parlay that into something else, but I do not believe. And I'm not crazy about their attitude, especially his. I'm not sure about hers yet, but especially his. But if you think you're going to parlay that into a monetary award, you are wrong, because I do not believe this evidence, which is a 2-week-old diaper that you kept in a pail in her room and happened to open it up and found within the diaper that your husband said he changed on the 9th of January, a blue needle that he overlooked. I don't buy it.
It was
My problem is that 3 weeks later, or 2.5 weeks later, when you found this, you took your child to the emergency room?
Mm-hmm.
What date did you take the child to the emergency room?
The 29th.
29th. So what you're telling me is you didn't see the problem on the 9th.
Yes, we did.
Well, show me what you did.
I took her to my doctor for shots. 2 days later, she had a date for shots. There's red marks on the buttocks.
Let me see. 2 days later, let me see what the report says. Well, infant.
Red marks on
Red
buttock.
mark on buttock. That's not what your husband just told me. Your husband told me that she had needle punctures on her labia. Listen, what do you think? I was born yesterday. Your case is dismissed. They may have not been good neighbors, and they may have done a lot of things that were nasty to you, but you're not going to parlay that. My only problem is you did take the child 2.5 weeks later to an emergency room where somebody found a needle prick on the child.
No.
My question is, how did it get there 2.5 weeks later when it wasn't on the doctor's report 2 days after what you allege is the incident?
Because
that causes me a great deal of concern. Not from them, but from you. Your case is dismissed.
Your Honor,
Step out.
thank you, Your Honor.
Out.
Thank you. I didn't put the lancets in the washer or the dryer.
They just started turning psycho and messing with our cars, cutting our vehicles up. All kinds of stuff.
We've lived there 8 years, never had a problem with anybody until they moved in.
I think because they're just really jealous. Their kid's autistic, unfortunately.
So does that mean I'm jealous of every normal child in this world? I don't think so.
He used to tell us all the time, oh, you're so lucky to have a healthy baby. She's so beautiful. She's so this, she's so that. And I think there was a fine line between jealousy and hatred.
That's just a farce. I mean, they're just reaching, you know. Desperate people will do desperate things, you know, and they're desperate.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of McCullough versus Nelson's Nautilus. Step forward, please.
Student Renee McCullough is suing the owners of her gym, Preston Nelson and John Ashey, for breaking into her locker and selling her belongings. The men say Renee's locker dues were 6 months delinquent.
Ms. McCullough, you belong to the defendant's gym, according to your complaint, for about 9 years.
That's correct.
And then there came a time recently that you stopped going, about a year ago. And it is your claim that they clipped the lock off your locker after several months and got rid of your stuff. You want them to pay you $600 for what you claim was in the locker. When did you first rent your locker?
The first time I rented it was for a year. It was in November of 2001.
And how much was the rental on the locker for that year?
I paid $100. He gave me a break. I paid a year in advance.
Is that right?
That sounds correct.
Okay, $100 for the year. That was in 2001.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you pay in 2002? Is not an answer.
No.
Why not?
Because it was my understanding when I paid for my year in advance that it would be included in my automatic payment out of my bank, and in the event that it wasn't, that Preston would let me know.
Did you have that conversation with her?
I would say yes, I did. We could not find any paperwork to show that, and so I don't know where it all fell short, but I have no paperwork that would show that. Typically, it was a prepaid year only.
Okay. When did you stop going to the gym at all?
At approximately middle of 2002.
And when did you go back?
The end of July of 2003.
And when you went back in July of 2003, you found your locker opened.
Exactly.
Okay, well, you know, that's well over a year ago. What have you done in the last year?
After I found out my lock had been cut off, I spoke to Mr. Ashby, and he said he had to speak to his wife to find out where my belongings were. He thought that they still had them on the premises. At that time, I found out that no, they were no longer there. I left a note with Mr. Ashby concerning, you know, I had quite a bit of belongings in that locker, and that if they would pay me for my swimsuit and my shoes, I would go away.
Do you work? I assume you do.
I did previous to this, yes.
What are you doing now?
I'm going back to school.
How do you support yourself?
Through my husband.
Oh, okay. So your family supports itself?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're going back to school. What I want to know is, I assume that you have a busy life. I want to know why you're suing him over swimsuit and shoes. I'm just curious. Yet you took time out to file a lawsuit about your swimsuit and shoes.
It's the principle of the thing. I expect that if they run a business, that they need to comply with the laws that regulate the renting of areas.
Well, but the truth of the matter is, Ms. McCullough, from what you tell me, you didn't go back to the gym for almost a year. And during that period of time, the locker was really not paid for. You assumed that it was going to be paid for. You assumed that they would notify you in the event that it wasn't paid for. Have you lived in the same place all the time? Well, what I don't understand, Mr. Nelson, quite frankly, is why couldn't you just send her a note? Drop her a note and say, listen, we're going to empty out your locker because it hasn't been paid for, and it has to be paid for. You know, you better come and get it within the next 2 weeks.
Right. That really, a lot of the specifics, when Johnny came on board, the records were not well kept. We didn't have an automatic payment system in place for lockers. That was something that was discussed, but primarily it's a membership, tanning, health club.
Okay. So what Ms. McCullough was asking for initially was $160. Is that right?
That's what I have, yes.
Right. That's what she said here. Originally, I told him, if you just paid me $160 for my swimsuit and sneakers, that would be fine. And she's here just for the principle of it, right?
Correct.
Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $160. That's all. Thank you.
Excuse 76 on the calendar in the matter of Lewis versus Christensen. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated. Folks, have a seat, please.
Mr. Lewis, who is this young lady?
This is my fiance.
And Miss Christensen, who is this gentleman?
This is my husband, Jamie.
Are these people here for moral support? Is that what this is all about?
Character.
Character. I acknowledge the fact that the two of you have a character. You also have a child together.
Yes.
You have any other children?
No, I don't.
You have any other children?
I have 2 other children.
How old are they?
A 4-year-old and a 16-month-old.
And how old is the child that you share?
She's 7.
Did you live together before she was born?
Yes.
For how long?
Before she's born, a year and a half.
Did you live together after she was born?
Yes.
For how long?
Almost 2 years.
Any reason why you never married?
Just didn't work out.
Different goals in life.
Different goals. But the one goal that you had in common was having a child together. Perfect. This is what the case is about. After you separated, ultimately, the courts got involved and set up a child support order, as well as an order that directed that each of you would change claiming the child as a deduction on your income tax returns. This past year was your year, Mr. Lewis, to claim the child as a deduction. The caveat was that you had to be current with your child support. When you went to claim the child on your tax returns, you were advised by, I assume, your tax preparer that Mrs. Christensen had already claimed her as a deduction, despite the fact that the court order allowed you to do it. So you want what would have been your refund for the child.
That's right.
Ms. Christensen says that you were not current in your child support payments, and therefore it didn't trigger your claiming the child as a deduction. She is counterclaiming for some nonsense, which says that because your check is garnished for your child support, a certain amount is deducted for administrative costs for the deduction of your child support, and she thinks that you should pay her that amount. That's what your counterclaim is. It's really nonsense. That's something that the state imposes, not the plaintiff. Okay? Let me see the last order of support and the first order of support.
That's the only order that was made.
Yeah.
One order.
Mm-hmm.
You petitioned the court, is that right, sir?
Yes, I did.
For an order of paternity, custody and or visitation. Was that because you were having problems with visitation?
Yeah, she told me I had no rights to my daughter. And to take
How
her to
long have you
court.
been married, Miss Christensen?
5 years.
How often were you seeing your daughter at the time that Miss Christensen got married?
Every other Sunday. Started out as a weekends and went to Sundays. Her and one of my ex-girlfriends had a fight.
Your Honor, can I say something?
Sure.
Mr. Lewis has been sporadic with his visitation with his daughter. It is true, me and one of his girlfriends who, at the time, we didn't get along, and we got in an assault fight kind of concept on one of his visitations. So at that time, I asked that he had his visitation with my daughter at his parents' house. And then that way there wouldn't be any problems with anybody's relationships. I didn't want to be in an argument and a fight every time we had to drop or pick up our daughter. I didn't want to go over to his house and be assaulted by his girlfriend.
Well, that's absolutely correct. You shouldn't be in contact with anybody, but that doesn't mean he has to have visitation with his child at his parents' house.
I understand that, Your Honor, but Mr. Lewis has been in and out of jail for drug charges. He's led a very colorful life, and I didn't feel that
Did you know about that when you had a
I did, and he was going to
I'm
rehab.
speaking. Did you know about that when you had a child with him?
Correct, and he was going to rehab.
Then you picked him.
Mm-hmm.
He's your child's father.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. Can't come as a surprise to you. Okay. It's clear pursuant to this agreement, Ms. Christensen, that Mr. Lewis had the right to claim your daughter on his tax returns for this year. And you did. Why?
Your Honor, he was not current.
Show me.
Okay, I have a paper here from the state.
What is your child support obligation, sir?
$216 a month.
Okay.
He was not current on his child support or his medical obligations.
Just a second. Wait 1 second. I'm looking at January. I want to find January.
I have one starting from January.
Okay. How much is owed? Just take a look at it, and I want you to read out.
$46.14 was owed.
$46?
Correct. On just the child support.
Just a second. That's all I'm interested in. $46.
Correct, Your Honor.
So that's not a reason to claim the child on your tax returns as a dependent. I will tell you that right now. Shh. And aside from the fact that he says he paid it, that $46 from whatever amount that was, but at $216 a month for the past year, if what he is $46 in arrears, I think it's overreaching, Mrs. Christensen, for you to claim that is the reason that you didn't follow the court order. You say it's more than that. So tell me what's more.
I gave him a list of the items that he owed.
I'd like to see it.
And
when did you give him the list?
He knew at the time when we
When did you give him the list?
I gave him the list in
February 10th.
January. And he
Just a second.
also-
Whoa. Why did you wait until after the first of the year to give him a list that said that he owed Tanner Clinic $25 copay, Visual $45 copay, and health insurance for 2004 $350 yearly? Why?
Because Mr. Lewis never contacted me to ask me.
I want to
if
tell
there
you
was
something.
anything.
You're slick. You're.
So guys, I'm back here. This is Anshorva here, and now I am playing the Valorant again. So let's go, guys. This is my laptop. So let's go and let's start the fight here. Okay, guys. So let's start range first. So let's go, guys, and let's play the game first. And this is range mode, and I want to play with everyone. Okay. So let's go. Okay, guys, my ultimate is ready, and where is my ultimate alts? First use the vandal and use the okay. So this is the by alt. Okay, guys, this is the alt. Okay. I want respawn here. Wait and watch. Okay. Hello. So hello guys, I am here now. So let's start. Okay guys. Okay. This is my gameplay, guys. So this is my gameplay. Nice. So let's start, guys. Let's start the fight. Okay. This is my ult. Okay, nice one, nice one, nice one, guys. Okay guys, so let's start the fight here first. So let's go and let's kill emblem one. Okay, kill everyone first, guys. So what are you doing here? So my ult doing everything and want to kill them. Okay, so in this round I am using the my okay, fade only. Okay, so let's start with fade. Okay, so where are the fades power? Okay, this is too good, bro. Nice one, guys. Nice one or what? Okay, so this is the power of fade. Nice, nice, guys. They slow the power. Okay, nice. Oh, GG's, guys. Nice one, fade. You have much better power than everyone. Okay, so let's try the first. Okay, nice one. Nice, guys, nice. GG's power. You know, Chamber is a good player. Okay, guys, so let's go and see the alts first. Okay, nice one, guys, nice one. Okay, GG's power. You know GG's power. This is the power of chamber, guys. This is the power of chamber. Nice one. Okay, nice one, fade. Oh, guys, see. Okay, you know the power of C. Okay, nice. Try the C first. Okay, so this is the power of C. Okay, not working. Why, bro? Oh, okay, guys, so let's go. So hello, guys, this is my alt's power. You know, this is alt, guys, this is alt. Okay, switch the agent first. Okay, switch the agent, guys, and let's try the fight. Take fight. Okay, this is the power of alt. Okay, guys, so this is the alt. Okay, not Cypher's cage. Okay, Cypher's cage too good, bro. Nice one, nice one, nice one, nice one, nice one. Oh shit, this is the Cypher's cage, guys. You know. Oh shit, this is too good, guys. Oh nice, bro, nice. So let's use the cage triggered or what, guys? Cage triggered, guys. Okay, this is the Cypher's cage, guys. Okay, you know, this is Cypher's cage. So let's go, guys. Okay, cage of what, guys? This is cage. Nice one, cage. Okay, so let's go. Okay, guys, so this is the power of cage. You know, nice one. GG's power, guys. So let's go again here, and I want to take this. Okay, you know, guys, this is the Cypher's cage. Okay, so let's take it serious. Okay, nice one, guys, nice one, nice one. Got one, guys, got one. Okay, so one more, guys, one more player. We know we need one more player, guys. Okay, if you know that, so let's go again. He got it. Okay, so let's go, guys. This is the power of cage, you know. So let's go. Careful, guys, Be careful. Okay, GG's. GG's guys, GG's. So they are the bot here. Okay, so let's go. So this is the power of the cipher. Okay, so let's go guys. So let's go here. Okay, so let's go. Let's go and try the okay guys, so let's okay, so let's go. एक सेकंड रुक. Okay guys, so guys, let's go the here. Okay, so I am tracker in this match. I am playing with them. Okay, so let's go first, and this is my first gameplay in Valorant. So let's go guys, what's happened here. So let's see how much gameplay. Okay, better my gameplay, and so let's go and see what happened here. And in this match maybe I am take another one new player, so see how much they powerful here. Okay, so let's go guys. Okay, so this is the power of my gameplay here. Okay guys, so let's go. In this match I am the okay, so let's go. Okay, so I am playing with this area. Okay, playing with this area. Okay guys, so let's go and see what happened here. Okay, itni fast. Oh guys. Okay guys, so let's go. Oh shit guys, this is my bed here. Okay, so this is my bed here, and now let's go first. Okay guys, so GG, and this is my bed bro, and I got one kill. Okay, so let's go. So okay, GG's bro, GG's. Nice bro, nice. GG's game or what guys? Oh shit, GG bro. Will is a good player, you know guys. You know Will is a good player. Yeah, I know that guys. Okay, so I want to defuse first. Okay, so let's go with this guy. Okay, I want to kill with this guy. Okay, they are newbies here guys. Okay, nice one bro. Okay, nice one bro, nice one or what? Okay, you are good player, you know. Okay, so Neon is a noob maybe guys, so let's go. Okay, 10 minutes alive here. Okay guys, so this is my bed. Okay, so I have a Spectre in this round, so guys I want to kill everyone, so let's go. Okay guys, so this is my time to here. Okay guys, so let's go first. Okay, let's go guys, let's go guys, let's go. In this round I want to kill everyone. Okay guys, okay guys, this is my bed here. Okay, you know, so let's go guys. I am the biggest noob. Okay guys, okay, you are too bad bro. Nice one bro. Will, you are George's player bro. Abey GG nobody. Okay guys, the Will is a good player, you know guys, so let's go. You know, okay guys, so let's go here first. Okay guys, So this time I want to play with them. Okay. Oh shit, you are a good player, bro. Okay. Okay. Okay, guys. Nice one. Nice one, bro. Oh, GG's, bro. GG's or what? GG, bro. Nice one, nice one, nice one. Okay, guys, so let's go in this time. I want to play everyone. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so this time I am playing with the Vandal first. Okay, guys. Nice one. Nice one, guys. GG's gameplay award. This time I want to win, guys. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so this is Ascent map or what, guys? Okay, so this map has ended here. So Will is a MVP and I have 4 kills. Okay, not bad. Okay, guys, so let's go another one match and try to beat everyone. Oh, so guys, in this map I am trying to beat everyone. And this is the yellow and red card, you know. So what is this? I don't know. So this is the operator. Okay, guys, operator's skin. Oh, GG skin, bro. This is the vendor's skin, Pankaj skin or what, guys? What is this, bro? What is this behavior here? So this one is not good. Okay. So I want another one collection like this. I want one skin here. I want the audience skin, guys. I want only audience skin here. Okay. I want audience skin. So let's go, guys. So what is this, bro? What is this skin? Nice one. Nice one. Okay, guys, so in this map I am playing with my audience and this is my two friends here. So they want to play with me, so I decided to play with them. Okay, guys, so in this round we completed with dudes. Yes, okay. Yes. So let's go here and this is Arshana again. I am from UP and where are you from? Tell me about us. Okay, guys, so let's do the competitive first. Okay, guys, so let's start it. Okay, guys, so please tell me about your gameplay, something new. Okay, so I want to play with you guys. Okay. Uh, Come partially and check the some agents like how much agent I have like you know I have 2 agents and not able to play with. Okay, only 2 players is locked in my inventory. Uh, so guys, we got the sunset map here in competitive. So let's go, guys. Okay, so okay, nice one, guys, nice one. Okay, guys, so let's go. And what is this gameplay here? So this is my gameplay, guys. I want to play with everyone. Okay. I want to play with Sage and set this Sage is Sentinel here. Sentinel are defensive expert who can lock down areas and watch flanks both on Dragon and Defender. Okay. Creation of China, Sage creates safety for herself. Team wherever she goes able to revise fallen threads and stay above those schools. Okay. So, okay, guys, so let's go. This is the Alios power. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, guys. Nice one. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. So let's go in this area. I want to play with them. Okay, guys. Okay. Okay. They want to play with them. Okay, guys. Let's go here. Oh shit, guy. Shit. Guy, this is my bed here. Okay. So let's go, guys. And okay, nice one, nice. Okay, guys. So GG, guys. This time my love not working here. Okay. So let's go, guys. Okay, okay, guys. Lights one, and this is too good gameplay by me. And this time I am playing Valorant in this match. And okay, nice one, Kojo Pro. GG's and Rage also. GG, bhai. So let's go, guys. Okay, so let's go. In this time I am playing with Valorant. ये बोली ना भाई बात. Okay, guys. So let's go. I want to play with them. Okay, guys. So let's go. Okay. Okay. Nice one. Nice one, guys. This is my bad gameplay. Okay, you know. Nice one, guys. Too good gameplay or what? GG. Let's go. Okay, this is my bad. Nice one, bro. This is bad gameplay by me, bro. Okay, GG, bro. Okay, guys, so let's go again here. I am camping with them again. Okay, so this is my gameplay here. You know, guys, my gameplay is a GG's gameplay or what? Okay, they play with me, guys. They play with me. Okay, so let's go, guys. Let's go. Okay, GG's game or what, guys? I want to play with them. Nice one, guys. Spike down mid, guys. They want to play with me. Okay, where is everyone, bro? Where is everyone? Okay, they come with me, bro. Okay, so let's go. Okay, let's go, guys. Okay, let's go. Okay, guys, so let's go here. Oh shit, this is my bed. So let's go, guys. I want to play with them. Okay, GG, guys. GG's gameplay or what? Nice one. You know, this is good game. Okay, so let's go, guys. And I want to play. Okay, guys, GG's game. So let's go. I want to win here. And this is Valorant's gameplay. And I am playing with Sage. Okay, guys, so let's go. The first fight first. Okay, guys, so okay, guys, my task to wall here. Okay, to plant wall here. Okay, guys, so I plant the wall first here, then I will go another side. Okay, guys, so let's go. Okay, guys, so let's go the first. Okay, guys, so this is my side here. I am holding the B in first. B, guys, B. Sabki BB, guys, sabki BB. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. Okay, this is my bed here. Nice one, nice one. Nice one, guys. Okay. Nice one, guys. This is my bed. Okay, GG's, guys. This is too bad. Oh shit. Shit, why? Shit. Nice one, bro. This is too bad gameplay by me, bro. Too bad gameplay, okay? Too bad gameplay, guys. Okay, so let's go, guys. In this round, I want to play with them. Okay, nice one. And GG's gameplay. So, guys, where are you from? I want to play with you. Please tell me what is your name. And this is the trackers here. Okay, guys, so let's go. The first. Okay, guys, so let's go. I want to play with them. This is tracker here, guys, and they want to play with me. Phoenix, where are you from? I want to play with them. Okay, so this is tracker here, so let's go. Let's go, guys, let's go. I want to play with them. Okay, nice one, bro. Neon, where are you? Bro? Where are you, Neon, bro? Okay, where are you, Phoenix? Oh shit, 155, bro. Okay, nice one, guys, nice one, too nice. This is the gameplay you have, bro. So again, we can camp here. So let's go, guys. यार गेम में मजा नहीं आ रहा है, एक बार मंत्र पढ़ते हो क्या? अरे भाई. So let's go, guys. Let's go, or what? Okay. Okay, guys. So this is my type of gameplay, like this. Okay, so let's go another one side. I want to play with them. Okay, nice one, guys. This is my type of gameplay. Okay, nice one, guys, nice one. Okay. Oh shit, bro, seriously, you can do it here? What is this gameplay? Oh Rage, you are a good player, bro, you know. Gojo's Pro, too good player, bro, likes me. So let's go again here. Okay. Ow. Okay, guys, so this is me here, and let's go. Okay, so let's go. Okay, guys. Oh, nice one, bro, nice one. This is my bed, bro. This is my bed here. And nice one. Try to beat everyone, guys, but not able to beat everyone. My gameplay is too noob like this. Okay. And okay, Spike has planted here. Nice one, bro. Too bad, bhai, too bad. Nice. Okay. You have to alt, bro. You have to use alt first. Okay. Nice one. Okay, guys, so nice one. This is my gameplay here, and let's go. Okay, guys, this is my gameplay. Okay, nice one, guys. So this is tracker site here, and again they play with दो प्लेयर इधर है, ठीक है. बी वॉल तोड़ रहे हैं. Okay, nice one, bro. They nice one, play with nice. Okay. Okay, Fate, you can do it, bro. You can do it here. Okay, one enemy remaining only, guys. Okay, nice one. You have to do it, bro. You have to do it first. Nice one, nice one, nice one. Oh shit, my bad, bro. My bad gameplay. Okay. Rage have op, bro. Okay. Nice one, nice one, nice one. Chakri gameplay or what, guys? Okay. You have to kill them, bro. Doom Ketu. Doom Ketu or what, guys? Doom Ketu. Sorry. You have the Doom Ketu, guys. Nice one, bro. Nice one. Oh, I have to kill them. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. Hey, freeze हो गया. Okay, guys. So let's go. Let's go, guys. Nice one, guys. Nice one, guys. Wait and watch. I want to kill everybody. Where are you, bro? Okay. Nice one, guys. Where are you, Phoenix? Shit, guys. Shit. This is my gameplay. Nice one, bro. Nice one. Okay. I have to win, guys. Okay. Nice one. They are two bottom player like this. Oh shit, guys. Shit. Too bad gameplay like this, bro. What are you doing, bro? किसी ने नहीं देखा. Bye. Too good gameplay like this. Bye. Bye. Okay, guys, so let's go. Let's go, guys. This is my type of gameplay. Okay, let's go, guys. Nice one, guys. This is my type of gameplay. Okay, they want to play with me. Nice, guys. Okay, this is my bad gameplay here. Oh shit, guys, this is my bad. Too bad gameplay, guys. Likes me. Okay. Oh, guys, my bad here. Not a big problem, but what is this? Okay, guys, so let's go. Okay, guys, so